We saw the lineup outside, just some of the walk-up here in Kingston on Family Day. Yes, cheering Saskatchewan. They are on the ice, one of the 4 games in play on this Monday afternoon at the K-Rock. Here are the games. Our featured game will be on sheet A. Manitoba looks to win 4 in a row. Nova Scotia has got to get it going. They've lost their first 3. Marianne Arsenault out of the Mayflower. Ontario from up the road at the Ottawa Curling Club against BC. That'll be a big game. Alberta, Saskatchewan. What a great start for Jill Shumay out of Maidstone near Lloydminster. Nope, look who just snuck into the building. Kathy Gauthier, and that Ontario-BC game is going to be key.
Oh, I think it'll be a great game, Vic, for sure. You know, for Kelly Scott, we saw last night that they started to look like the team that has won before, but they're going to have to continue that, get even better today to beat Rachel Homan. I talked to Rachel this morning in the elevator and said, you know, congratulations, you're 3-0, and she just looked very deadpan and said, those are the teams that we have to beat. It's not a surprise. They are matter of fact, but Kelly Scott may have something to say.
Our feature game is Quebec against Team Canada. Time to meet the teams now. It's brought to you by Ford, proud partner of the Canadian Curling Association for 19 years.
Hi, I'm Alison Ross, skip of Team Quebec. At lead is Sasha Beauchamp, second Brittany O'Rourke, our third is Audrey Dufresne, and we curl out of the Glenmore Curling Club in Montreal.
Hi, I'm Heather Nedohin, skip of Team Canada. At lead is Lainey Peters, second Jessica Mayer, at third is Beth Iskew, and we curl out of the Saville Centre in Edmonton, Alberta.
Heather Nedohin and Team Canada won the draw to the button, so they will have the last rock here in this opening, and they're playing the Yellowstones as Alison Ross makes her way out. Quebec will play the red, and to get us underway, the Quebec lead from the Glenmore Curling Club, it'll be Sasha Beauchamp.
It's not really a surprise that Alison Ross has been the solid member of this team. She is the one member of Quebec with previous experience at the Scotties. Sasha, for example, has struggled so far. She is ranked last amongst the leads. And we think about as this week progresses and the importance of those lead stones, all these rookies are going to have to find a way to boost their numbers.
Especially when you're up against Lainey Peters, one of the best ever. We saw what she could do last year at the National Championship and at the Worlds. And rock positioning early on this great ice against a good team. It's so important to put them in the right spot, and there's a good start.
16 and a half? Yeah, even 17. Okay.
We've already seen it in the 5 draws that we've watched. The good teams, if you should make a mistake, and it doesn't have to be a game filled with mistakes, Linda. It just could be a one here, one there. But if you make it against a good team, you're bound to pay for it.
Yeah, that's the problem, and that's why when we talk about game plan, I think Quebec is going to have to be a little cozy here and not take too many risks. I think they have to play it a little more open, bail out early, the seconds playing well, set up for a skips deuce, use Allison Stones. For Team Canada, the opposite. Be more aggressive, set up early, as Russ says, use Lainey Peters, and force Quebec to play those draws. That's been their struggles.
The game plan brought to you by World Financial Group, helping families have better financial futures.
Heather was listening to you, Linda. The first rock for Quebec was absolutely perfect. She said, forget it, we're going to throw up a corner. Let's start to dance right off the bat. Now, you don't see that in the first end in the Scott Tournament Hearts very often. And here we go, rocks in play.
Can you see much of it? Nope.
You can't see much of it, but the guard is relatively long.
That's good. All right, 14-8.
The first play they'll make is the freeze, but there probably is room with the curl to even tap it a little bit.
All right, so we've come to expect at our championships, and in most cases, ice that moves, Russ. So if you want to put on the really good guard, center line I'm thinking about, how far or how close do you want it to be to the rings, would you say?
I think you need to be in that 3 position, which is just about where this rock is now. Maybe 3, 4, 5 feet from the rings. Anything longer, as Linda pointed out, it's almost irrelevant for a draw shot. That would buy that red guard by about 2 feet, and it still got to just about the spot they wanted it.
And Linda, if you're going to put on corners, where do you want them? How far out or away from the center line?
I think that yellow corner guard, for example, is in a nice spot. Now you have to always be watching that you don't cut off your path to the 4-foot, and we will see teams move it around a little bit, but that one's in a nice spot.
Gotta go. 2. Whoa, we're over curling. Can you bounce off? Yes, throw if you can. No, not quite. Okay. Whoa. Over. Yeah. Okay.
So slightly staggered now, those center line guards.
What?
That's the problem with playing aggressively if you're Allison Ross, because the team have not been executing for you, and now you've left a nice spot for Heather Nedohin. She's got a chance to play yellow onto red, maybe get a rollover, start to set up something, and don't forget Team Canada have hammer in this first end.
If you're a young skip, watch what Heather did there. They came around on the outturn side and they angled the rock on the outturn corner. So when this shot is hopefully made, the shooter could roll behind the corner guard.
So Jessica Mayer, and not a brush put to it, got to come over to catch a corner. Touch it? No, it'll slide right by. So a chance handed to Team Canada by the light draw, and now handed right back by Jessica Mayer.
I'm guessing just way too much weight there.
She got a 10-2. Yeah.
Usually get a little more curl first end with the fresh pebble, so she just tried to be a little aggressive with the speed control. We've all done it. We usually miss the other way. And I think after watching Quebec come up so light on the come around, Jessica thought they might have to be a little bit firmer with the speed. It just does not curl with that extra weight. We talked about it yesterday, that much more than hack weight, you don't get a lot of finish.
Whoa. Stop. No, it's better. Stop. Okay, Brett.
Now this will be interesting with the peel attempts. I think Heather will try and open things up. Those rocks out in front, the long red stones, look pretty close to being frozen, so you probably can manipulate them a little bit as far as which way you want the second red one to go back.
Great point, Linda. It looks like the second one is a long way away from the third guard, but it might drag over and get fairly close to hitting it.
This time they pick her up right out of her hand. Iskew. Peters on Mayer's take out on those center guards, run it back. And now the shooter stays there. So does one of the stones, and there's lots of junk in front.
Yeah, 2 mistakes right off the bat, and hit it so thick. Not only did it leave the guard, but it also didn't drag to get the third one. It's real messy here for Team Canada. Might be able to sit 2 Barry here, go right around everything.
3. Line's tight. 2, 3.
Yes, for line. Just playing a guard.
Okay.
Look where that broom was, Linda. It was almost on the carpet out there. Expecting big finish here. Here it comes.
Really hard. Gotta get it by. Yes. Really hard. Go.
And no, the rub and bounce off.
Okay, that's good. Come on. 4. Just 4.
Now, one thing about Audrey, we talked about her struggles with draw weight. She also throws a very soft release, and some of the issues with her takeouts have been over curls. And on that one, I think that was a lot of ice because of the way she throws. You may see a person with more rotation and a straighter release get a little less ice in that spot.
A lot of people have less rotation on the in-turn side. That's exactly what happened there. The rock almost plows because it's not spinning enough. There's not enough. There's too much friction because of the lack of curl. Trying to get them both.
Beth Iskew. 1, 2, and watch what happens now as it comes in and bumps it back. Shot stone still belongs to Quebec. Now T-line edge of the button, and there is cover on it. Top 8.
What a great shot.
Fantastic. Move both guards. That was the key thing. Got a little lucky with the yellow-red raised, bumping the yellow-red again. And not only that, the yellow that they've got in the rings for Team Canada is now in behind cover. A lot going on that shot.
There was.
3, a little bit more. 3, 4. 3, 4. Quiet, Cat. Whoa.
Wait for it.
Gotta curl.
Okay.
Much better rotation here on the outturn side.
Is it 4 or 3?
It'll glide a little farther.
Bring it 4.
Whoa.
We're 4. We are 4.
No. No.
Sit.
Yep.
Whoa. Whoa. Okay.
To just grab the top edge of the 12.
That's good. I like that call. Yeah.
It's kind of dangerous to run it back. We might clip this one. I like just taking this one, Beth, and rolling here.
Yep. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, the front end likes it. Why would they like this, Russ?
Well, they want to move this one out of the way, and if this is made properly by Beth, they'll roll another yellow one either behind that little corner guard or the long corner guard, so they'll have 2 yellows in the rings. I'm not sure I love it because there's a red one in front of the shot rock, which will then be guarded again, and it's getting late enough in the end. Are they going to be able to get to that shot rock with only 3 Canadian rocks left?
Mine's good. Easy. Easy.
Whoa!
Running straight. 10. Close.
Yep, yep! Hard! Hard!
Off the center line.
Whoa. Yes, Jen! No.
Okay, good call.
And they'll roll it to the 12
Nice throws.
to sit for 4th shot. Shot stone still belongs to Quebec.
Yeah.
Calculated gamble, and Heather is afraid of nothing. She'll take on any shot, angle raises, and whatever it is. And I think she's trying to set this up for a big end. A beautiful roll. They rolled exactly what they wanted to, right behind the corner guard. That's why they threw the corner guard right off the bat. So the mission accomplished by putting 2 yellow Canadian rocks in the rings. But can they get to that shot rock?
And a lot of that will depend on Allison Ross and her placement of this next stone. She has been the player that has been quite consistent. Remember, she is not a rookie, but is a rookie skip, and those are pretty good numbers considering her team has struggled so far.
Part of an Ontario Championship team skipped by Kim Gillard in '99, and then representing Quebec with Brenda Nichols in 2005. So her 3rd appearance for the skip from the Glenmore Curling Club, Allison Ross.
Needs to work.
No.
Needs to work. Whoa.
No.
Non.
Okay.
Faut qu'elle arrête.
Okay.
Et 2,
No.
et 2, 3.
Ouais. Oh, et 2,5.
Whoa.
2,5.
Excellent. Very nice.
Good.
Kathy, let's start our updates on this Monday with Manitoba, Nova Scotia, opposite mirrors, 3-0 and 0-3. Nova Scotia, I found interesting, won the draw to the button to have the last rock in this first.
Well, and she took a few chances, but not a whole lot, and so this isn't a double attempt.
Whoa. Never. Whoa.
Marianne Arsenault and her team out of the Mayflower in Halifax with Kim Kelly, Colleen Jones, and Jennifer Baxter. See Colleen managing the house, throws the second stones.
Good, Marianne. Nice shot.
And will roll over and grab the 8 for a single to take the early lead.
Straight peel.
Yeah. I'm leaning that way.
Yep, I don't mind. Then if I need to, I'll run that in next time.
Okay.
Straight peel.
Okay.
I like this.
Straight peel. Well.
So this is what Russ was talking about. The concern with playing the shot that was played with Beth is now Heather is peeling and still hoping for the mistake from the opposition. If another guard is made, it's still going to be tricky to get that shot stone.
Is it ever? You almost need to perfectly, totally miss guard and then a double.
It's interesting how this started out because, you know, you talked about the inconsistencies of Quebec, and there was that miss by Sasha Beauchamp, and then the miss, or I guess it was Brittany Rourke that missed, and then Jessica Mera handed it right back.
Clean. Watch the yellows.
Okay.
And she'll get rid of the 1 center line guard. Another update now. It's over to Alberta, Saskatchewan. Again, it's Saskatchewan that has the last rock here in this opening end of play game.
Well, really great for Christy Moore as a start. She's made 2 lovely shots this end. Made a double and caught a catcher on her first one behind the guard. So this is a draw against 2, and for Alberta, it's a good start.
This is a somewhat surprising Saskatchewan team. They went into their provincials as the 7th seed out of the Maidstone Curling Club. Jill Shumay, Kara Johnson, Taryn Holtby, and Janae Airy. And they are going to come up light. It's going to be a steal of one.
Let's wait. Line's really nice. Whoa. We're three. We're a bit tighter. We're a bit tighter. No.
Over curling. Whoa.
Needs to slow down here. It might over curl a bit if it's heavy enough.
Stop.
Okay.
Not there.
Tight
Worth
to
a try, Heather. Said half a rock. To get that.
Yeah, it's there.
That's worth a try.
Yeah, I agree. It's there.
I think so too.
All of a sudden, the strategy
Control.
might pay off here.
Control.
That missed guard,
Yeah.
obviously, if the guard had
Like
been
finish up
there, this shot's not available
So
unless
mine
you
was the same
tried to
line
run
as-
in the yellow one and make a double, which would be a lot tougher. But
Okay, so
getting by this is going to be the
I
tough
think
part.
to hold.
Yeah, I know.
We got to hit it about
Yep.
here.
Control. On the center. On
Half a
center.
rock or a little more.
No.
You've both said more than once, because of the way the ice moves in today's modern game, if I can say that. Putting on a guard can be one of the most difficult shots.
Yeah, you just saw it, and Allison had made it perfect the first time. That's the worst part. It's not easy. You throw 3 feet more weight, which is very easy to do. That's an easy mistake to make. It's going to curve maybe 6 inches farther, and that might be enough to take on the double here.
Final stone here in 1. Quebec has the shot rock sitting back 4. Trying to make a run back double. Hold the shooter, might get 3. Team Canada. Heather Nedohin. Now, Mare, Peters, little dusting, get by, get through, get 1, run it back, touch it, and put them on the board. 3, Team Canada here in 1.
Nice throw. Great job.
By. Thought might go by, just touches it enough, and the houses are lively enough here at the K-Rock to get them all moving. A missed guard, and Quebec will pay the price. Heather Nedohin. Yeah, put them on the board. 3. BC scores 1 against Ontario in a battle of Ontario at 3-0 and BC at 2-1. BC with the last rock. Oh, what a great start for Team Canada as they crack a double to put 3 on the board.
We knew they'd come out aggressive because of the low draw percentage for Quebec. Heather played a very dangerous end, hoping for a mistake. They got the mistake by just a slight overcurl. Look at this, glides by 1, by 2, makes the double, sticks it for 3.
And of course, we always watch her. How many? 1? Yep. And yet 2, and a 3. There you go. And 1 for good luck. 3 on the board as the key shot is brought to you by Sponge Towels, Paper Towels, nothing absorbs like it. So now Team Quebec will have the last rock. They have the hammer playing the red stones. 1 bad guard, and you pay with 3.
Yeah, it's 1 back guard, but in my opinion, it's a tactical approach I would not use, especially Allison knows her team's struggling a little bit. Guards are tough, a little bit off, not a lot off, and you just left the chance. Too much risk too early for Quebec.
Let's go, Jess.
But you get the chance to put up the corner, and it is up there in a position that Allison likes. She plays it a little tighter to center, which is fine.
It was really nice to see, too, is for Team Canada to be that aggressive. The first opening rock for Quebec, and Sasha was right on the center line, top of the button, a very dangerous rock. We see time and time again teams hitting that. Team Canada said, wait a minute, we're the more aggressive team. They've been missing some draw shots. Let's go after them early with hammer. They threw up the corner guard, made a couple hit and rolls, a beautiful double, and got the 3. It was a really well-played end by Canada.
Yeah, I don't mind the risk in the first end either. We do know statistically if you get 2 or 3 in the first end, you have a huge chance of winning. And so take a little risk. Later in the game, you might have me pulling back a little bit, of course, depending on the score. But Heather took the chance and made the big shot. She followed through.
So what's her approach then? I mean, we talk about Quebec's approach. What does Team Canada do now with that 3-0 lead, realizing what you say about the percentages of winning a game? Does she sort of, at this point in time, already start to dial it back, or does she play her game?
Team Canada?
Yeah.
I think they'll be a little more cautious. They'll do a lot more hitting. It's more about eliminating opposition rocks at this point. But if she gets a chance, I think Heather, she's pretty confident in her team and her abilities. Again, not afraid of any shot. So if she gets a chance, if the situation's right, I think you'll see her go back to the offensive approach and try to put this team away.
And it, of course, goes back to that with and without hammer. Without hammer, she can play it relatively open, try and have 2 in the house to force the opposition to 1. Don't take a lot of chances. And then with hammer, you can play it a little more aggressively, knowing you've got the power on this Team Canada team to get out of trouble if you need it.
It's tough to run and hide. You know, there's 9 ends left. There's so much curl. Here's a situation here. With the free guard zone, you can't get rid of everything right off the bat. And this gives Quebec a chance to play the in-turn come around and put pressure on Canada.
Line's a little wide. Lots of room. 4, 5. Make sure it's there. Line's good now.
Yeah, you gotta go.
Line's go, go, go. You have to go. Line's 8. Yes! Yes! Hard! Really hard.
Brittany O'Rourke trying to wrap one around.
Okay.
Again.
Sorry, Britt.
We can't get the double, Beth. Let's come in.
Come in, yeah.
Okay. Well, we can double, but we're going to sit here.
Like the draw, love the draw.
And we might nut it. Yeah, nope. I like that. 6, 5. Yep.
Doesn't this,
Hey, no, let's
if
go.
they
This is
decide to
second
draw,
right
and it
one.
looks like
Okay,
they
okay.
are, doesn't
14
this
and a half.
then
No, less than that. 15.
go hand in hand with what you were talking about, Linda, with regards to a game plan? Because if you draw,
Okay, 15, guys.
now granted they can't, Quebec could play a run back, but it forces Quebec then to possibly draw as well. And you want to get them into a draw game?
You do, and you want to force. Now, it might have changed as far as decision-making goes if those guards were in a position where they could have been double-peeled easily. But because they're side by side, Heather has made the choice that this is the way she wants to push the end.
We're way over there.
Smart strategy, really. You make the double peel, your shooter stays. Your shooter stays, Quebec goes around it and gives you a hard shot. You might as well be the first one in to win. Put the pressure on Quebec.
15.
Okay, great.
Great speed, just not enough curl.
What kind of weight do you like?
Bumper control.
Bump.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Nice opportunity with the double guards to roll in behind cover.
Nice and clean. Bumper. Roll up.
Whoa. Whoa. Close. Close. Whoa.
Yep.
Whoa.
Audrey Dufresne. A little roll in behind.
Okay, good try.
A little bit. Made a move that way.
Okay. Forward weight.
Just
Okay, let's
enough
go
that
back.
it's nearly impossible
up here.
for Beth to roll
forward.
inside. That's the good news. It'll probably set up a double.
Kathy, let's check in on Ontario, BC. BC opened with the last rock, scored 1, and the final stone for Rachel Homan out of the Ottawa Curling Club coming up.
Well, it's a big test for Rachel. It's her first draw this game. She played about a 7-second run back. Tried to make a double, actually, on her first one. It just doesn't do anything when you throw that kind of weight, and so Kelly Scott was able to replace it and does lie 3.
3. 2 in the 12-foot, 1 full in the 8. Needs a bit of the 4.
You got it, guys. Hard, hard, hard.
The 2-time Ontario champion with Emma Miskew, Alison Kreviasek, and Lisa Weigel. And that will even it up at 1-1.
Needed an extra foot, sorry. I knew it, though. I didn't know. Normal. Let's go. Nice and clean. Yep.
Nice little chance for Quebec. Heather Nedohin would have loved to have stayed edge to edge, sitting on that center line, and made the roll tough for Quebec. Well, they don't even have to play a hit if they don't want to. They could just draw.
It's a good point to draw, Linda, down 3-0. It's great to hit these yellow rocks, but what if you roll out?
Really, really hard.
like this.
I got it.
Yeah,
I got
yeah.
it. I got it.
And then leave one in the back.
Well,
Does that say anything, Linda, do you think? Sorry, Russ, but do you think it says anything
Sorry,
with
Dad.
regards to Allison Ross and managing her team,
Sorry. That's fine.
deciding to play the hit because the team is struggling with their draws?
Yeah, I do think that's
I
part
got-
of
I
it, and
need
I
to
think
be right,
Allison
I
is
think.
smart to take some of that into consideration, but unfortunately Audrey is really struggling, and I think the draw still had a better chance of being positioned somewhere that's usable, even if it wasn't shot rock at that point. Anywhere in the house, Heather had to start to worry as long as it was under cover, because those yellows could be doubled, so I still would have gone with the draw.
Okay. Okay, let's go hooch.
Yeah, the bad part here now is if this is made successfully, Allison's shot's degree of difficulty goes up tremendously.
Nova Scotia looking to win their first against unbeaten Manitoba. Marianne Arsenault opened with the last rock, scored one. Manitoba now, last rock coming from the St. Vital's Jennifer Jones, Kathy.
Well, for Nova Scotia, you know, they got a bit of a break. Caitlin Laws rolled out on her second shot, and then Marianne made a great hit and roll behind cover. Jennifer tried to draw, was deep. So this is her second draw in the same path. This time needs to make it, and she needs 8 foot.
Full in the 8, has facing 2, which are around the edge of the 8. One at about 2 o'clock, the other one at about 9 o'clock.
Stop moving. There it goes. Line's good. Easy.
Jennifer Jones, Caitlin Laws, Jill Officer, Don Askett. St. Vital Curling Club in Winnipeg. And there you go, we're tied 1-1.
Red. Oops, sorry. Okay, normal. Yep. Get the roll? Yeah. Let's go.
Another bit of a defensive call here. We just watched
That line is hitting. She's trying to hit and roll.
Audrey and roll.
It's surprising them too.
Heather's whispering not to give them any clues because she's a little happy they're hitting also. The hit and rolls, on it's there, but it has to be just perfect. Again, if you're not shot rock here, and the odds are you're not going to be shot rock, it gives Heather the opportunity to make it even better come around.
Whoa! Close. Really close.
Go, Sash.
Big roll, Sash.
Go,
Big
Sash.
Go, 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 go,
Catch the back. Yeah, not quite, but is the shot stone.
Good try.
Nice little flop here, and good chance to force.
Sorry. Great try, though. Shoot.
You have to draw there, don't you, Linda? I think.
Yeah, you have to draw, and there was actually
I died
2
there,
ways to
not
draw.
well.
I'm sure you could get around it on the wide side if you wanted to, but you had to draw. And actually, Allison's in-turn draws have been terrific in the 3 games so far.
Yeah, she's playing well.
10?
10.
I think 10's good.
10's good.
Okay.
Alberta, Saskatchewan, Kathy. Alberta actually stole one in the first after Saskatchewan's Jill Shumay from Maidstone came up light. So she once again has last rock and what, facing a couple?
She is. She's facing 2. It has been all Alberta this end. They tried a couple of runbacks, weren't able to make them. On her first one, Jill tried to bury for shot, was a little bit deep, so she does know this path, needs 4 foot.
Yep, where are ya? Okay, we need to be full
Not
here. We need to be
curling.
on the tee line, girls. Here comes
Jill Shumay and her team, as I say, from Maidstone, who beat Stephanie Lawton in the Saskatchewan final. Once played for Lawton. Needs full 4 foot
Whoa! Whoa! Shoot!
Yes,
Hard,
for the single there. And what a nice hit and roll to grab the back of the 4 foot to sit 2.
Yeah.
By not playing the come around, you give Heather Nedohin, one of the best players in the world, an easier shot. Now you've got a tougher one.
It still worked good, though.
So what do I need? 90 or
I would say 80, 85.
80?
Yeah.
Okay.
85.
So drawing against 2,
Let's go, you guys.
and you need full 4 foot.
I didn't get your time.
78.
Allison
Looks
Ross
like a lot.
out of the Glenmore Curling Club from Dollard des Ormeaux, which is just northwest of Pierre-Elliott Trudeau Airport in Dorval, one of the suburbs of Greater Montreal. And it was announced yesterday that next year's Scotties Tournament of Hearts will be played in Montreal. This one will slide and out the back. Oh my. Steal of 2 for Team Canada here in the second. From bad to worse. 48 curlers started, all of them with a chance to drive away with a brand new 2013 Ford Fusion in the annual Ford Hot Shots competition. And that number then trimmed down to just 2. And in the final, well, it was the Northwest Territory Sharon Cormier facing Ontario's Rachel Holman. And the Ontario skip was brilliant, scoring the maximum 5 on a few of her shots, including the always tough double takeout. And with her Ontario teammates right there, Rachel Holman would drive away. She wins the Ford Hot Shots and a 2-year lease on a 2013 Ford Fusion. On this Monday afternoon at the K-Rock Center in Kingston, we welcome you back. Our continuing coverage of the 2013 Scotties Tournament of Hearts. And a very difficult start for Team Quebec, down 5-0 after just 2. A missed guard opened the door for Team Canada and Heather Nedohin to make a double for 3 in the first, and then a draw to the 4-foot was heavy and sailed through to give up a steal of 2. So here in 3, Allison Ross and her team will try and just slowly chip away at it. They'll have the last rock playing the Redstones.
It's going to be tough. You just saw that Lainey Peters with her first one to put a rock way at the back of the house. Corner guard went up. Well, Heather Nedohin's not going to leave anything around that's not to her advantage, and so punished her lead a little bit, made her take her own rock out that was too deep in the house. So you're not going to get a lot to work with. You're going to have to really work hard to get the draws in the right spot to generate a deuce.
A lot of people that are new to the game would say, why would you hit your own rock that's in the rings? But with a 5-point lead and it's behind the tee line, it's of no value to Team Canada. It could only help Quebec, so get that thing out of there.
Good. Nice job to hold the line, so they got the
8-6.
Run to the boards. Didn't leave the corner.
A little comment from Heather that she's going to give Jessica a little more ice. Some days the release comes out a little bit differently. I think maybe based on the fact that Jessica missed in the first end, the rock is going a little bit today. So Vic, you talked about managing your team members. Maybe just manage it a bit with an ice change today.
That's a wonderful point, Linda. So many skips just want to put it in the same spot all the time. And I know from you know, all the other sports that everybody plays in golf, and you know, all of a sudden you're hitting a little more of a slice or a little more of a draw, and you have to go with what you have, and that's the easiest way to become improve your team immediately is make that adjustment with the skips broom.
Okay.
Much the way we approach it here, we just go with what we have.
Yeah.
Some days we have a little more. Some
days the mute button's being used at home. Some days they listen.
Yeah.
I agree.
A little less.
Yeah, no, peel that one.
That guard on the far side, the right of Heather, is a long way out, so they're going to peel the more dangerous of the two guards.
Yep. I like that.
Now, if you are
That's better.
Yep.
Allison Ross in Quebec, Russ, granted, they've got to make shots.
Go on this side, I guess.
But this is the frustrating part of the game, because you aren't able to generate anything.
Over here.
Exactly.
Okay.
And with the, as you put it, modern ice surfaces, the big curl now, it's so easy to bury a rock and so easy to put a team under pressure if the guard's in the right spot. And it's back to what Linda said right at the top of the show. The draw percentages is what's failed Quebec so far for whatever reason, whether they're not used to these type of rocks or they're not used to this type of surface. But that guard that's an inch or two over the hog line is just about useless. And that is the frustrating part for Allison. You almost have to go around that guard short again, and then it would be a better one to draw around, because it's I don't expect a miss at a Team Canada when they come around that long guard.
So almost to Linda, further to Russ's point, if you go around the long guard as we see it on the right, then a decision has to be made by Team Canada. Which one are we going to take off? And then you go around again.
Right. Well, you're trying to use the guard that's a long guard to guard your guard. if that's too many guards in a sentence. But yeah, you have to go around it. Then the front one is peeled off, and you now have a better one to utilize.
Exactly. So at this point, if there isn't a missed peel opportunity here, they are going to have to make a move around that very long one.
Good job. I just it'll back up there. So nice throws.
Just tight. Tight, girls. Yeah. Let's go.
Heather's not the type that'll let down either. Sometimes you look like you're in a bit of trouble in the first end. It might have been a steal of 1. All of a sudden it's a 3. Second end, they just played a fairly wide open end for Canada. Stole 2 more, and it came a little bit easy. Some teams will just let off the gas pedal a little bit, put it in neutral, but not this team.
2.
Here's the come around opportunity here now.
2. Tight.
Deeper the better. Really hard.
Bring it.
Really hard. Really hard. Go, 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 go.
Yeah, keep going.
Go, 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 go.
Okay, that's good. Great sweep, guys.
Good. That's good.
Sorry.
So this is what you, interesting. What do you think of this?
I think it's a great call because they did exactly what we expected. The second guard is the dangerous one, so you have to play it out. Heather peels the top one. Quebec goes around the second one. Because it's in a much better location, it'll be tough for Team Canada to get that out of there. So this late in the end, Team Canada is saying, we're going to put one in the forefoot. So if you do go around the guard, we're going to be shot rock.
And it definitely is a timing issue. If this was early in the end, you'd see a different call, but we're now on third stones, thirds last, so chance to try and pull the play away.
I really like the call. And Quebec will probably have to go play the come around, and Canada can then sit 2 if they want.
Go, girls. You can move it. I'd love it over further here. Keep it going. Oh, keep it going. Keep it going. 16, Jess. Gotta go. Gotta go. Go, go, go. Bite the 8. Go, go. Okay.
16 seconds, hog to hog. That's well swept.
That's unbelievable.
No? Okay.
Okay, good
They
throw.
dragged that a long way. Unfortunately, it's not 8 foot, although Jessica did her best to get it there. That means a come around can be shot stone on the left behind those guards.
Not enough through the middle.
5, 6. 5.
Nice.
Where? 5. 5. Yeah. Line's great.
Line's
Wait
really
for
good.
Let it go, Britt.
Line's really good.
Let it go, Britt.
This looks perfect.
Fully foot, girl. Go!
Audrey Dufresne.
Go!
Whoa, you're gonna come to the other side.
Oh, and I don't know if he got there for shot. He may have even popped out the other side of it. It's close, but I think yellow shot.
Yeah, we were running out of rings there.
Sit there. Then she's coming in. Sit there would be nice.
Yeah. We come here, she freezes to us, corner freeze. That's good.
Yeah.
I like that.
Let us sit too.
Okay. Okay, looks good.
Nice going to the wing. So 100?
In a 1-1 tie, Ontario, BC. Wow.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4 are in there. Is that what Kelly Scott's facing?
It's a mess. Rachel just made a great hit and roll. That's the shot stone that she just rolled to. So for Kelly Scott, a huge draw here in 3.
But the benefit is that side is opened and she has the button to play to, right?
Well, that's a benefit.
Okay.
There's the positive glass half full approach.
Yeah.
4, 8, 15, I guess. On the last one?
Mind you, if you're a skip at this level, a Heather Nedohin or a Kelly Scott, you have to be prepared to save. Your team's going to get you into a bit of trouble sometimes, and you want the forefoot. In this case, she needs the button.
Felt good, guys.
Both stones on their way.
Starting to curl. Oh.
Nedohin's
Line's
first.
pretty good.
Easy. It's got
Kelly
lots
Scott
of
with a
moves.
draw
Line's
against
real
4,
good.
needs the
Whoa,
button.
Jess.
Piece of the button. Easy. Piece of the
Got
button.
it.
Sasha
Nice.
Carter,
Lots of
Sarah
Let it
Wozni on the
work.
brush. Gina Schrader calling line, needs the button.
Right to
Get
the
it
Against
over there.
4.
Yep.
Needs the button against 4, and now needs to stop, and it's going to slide too far. Steal 2, Ontario.
Get over there now.
Yeah.
Sure, it's them. Go ahead.
What I said yesterday about the betting.
Yeah. I will bet you.
I just think it's a difference of releases.
Good throw.
Mine don't move as much as theirs, right?
Yeah.
Mine, I was to it.
Yeah.
Great comment there. Different in releases. You mentioned it at the top and the first end that some of the Quebec players had a little slower rotation. That's going to give you a lot more curl. Whereas Heather throws big rotation and more positive rotation. They could play the double here because I think it looks to me like this red one is out counting the yellow one. But they're going to try to maybe go for the 3-pointer to try to come in here, hit that snuggle in here somewhere, try to bury, get a mistake out of Heather, then they can hit the top yellow one for 3.
Yep. Yeah. Let's go.
So only way you can score 3. If you played the double, it would be wide open. Heather could hit it. It's an aggressive call.
Normal. Yep.
No. Whoa! No!
Normal up.
No! No. Other side. Yep! Yep! No! Yep. Roll.
Tried to roll it away.
That was quite a bit of weight for that spot. I think you could have played it a little quieter, maybe use the brushers to get it to roll.
So tried to put them apart, maybe to have you have a double on your last one.
I think we need a big roll your way. Big roll your way.
Think a hair less. The girls can hold it.
Nose. Nose will sit 2.
Oh, okay. Great.
The doubles there if Heather had to, but
10-5.
why take the
Let's go,
danger?
Hooch, good throw.
Because they're second shot already, they hit it sit 2.
In a 1-1 tie, Kathy, Alberta and Saskatchewan. And the final stone coming up for Alberta's Christy Moore of the Grand Prairie.
Well, and if Christy does score 2, she's done it all by herself in this end. She made a lovely hit and roll off a stone on the center line behind a guard on her first one. Jill Shumay tried to make the short run back and was not successful. And that's why this is a draw for 2. Any piece of the paint.
Yeah, the open draw.
Yeah, I know.
And there you go for 2. Alberta looking to win their first.
Oh, I was watching it scream in there.
At least we hit and roll in and get our 1, right?
Yeah, exactly. You get bounce off.
So I'm going to throw normal again.
Same weight?
Yeah, I was normal, not control, eh?
Yeah, you were, yeah.
Normal.
Yep.
Okay.
Now, Allison facing
We have to
2
get
here. It
real
would be
lucky.
pretty
Just
tempting to
that yellow one, but
play the draw with either turn.
make sure we roll in and get
It's pretty
Yeah,
close
let's
to the
go.
button, pretty close to the shot she'd play in practice, but I think because she missed the draw last and noticeably heavy, she's decided to play the hit and roll. But this again has to be perfect. Half a rock, you roll out, you hit it dead on, it's a steal of 1.
And that draw is still rattling around the bumper.
Yep.
Final stone on its way, facing 2.
Yep! Hard! Really hard! Really hard!
Roll it in.
Oh!
Oh, no, I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
Those 2 are pretty close.
They are.
Do you mind
Yeah.
measure? Sure. This one is out of the picture.
So
Measure.
they're going to measure. Wow.
It's really hard. Those of us that have skipped have been there where you don't have the confidence, but you had to draw. You just couldn't take the chance.
Yeah, and we're contradictory a little bit because you want to play the shot you're comfortable with, and she obviously isn't comfortable with the draw. But at this point, in the Canadian Championship, to draw the full 8-foot, you got to be able to make that shot.
Yeah, I know. Yes.
That's a photo finish for sure. Could be red.
Could be yellow too.
Could be
Thank you.
Like you said, we go with what we've got, eh, Vic? That's what you said.
Oh my. Thank you. And they pay you for that?
Yeah.
Well, here's my analysis. It could be yellow or it could be red. And it is. Ooh.
Okay. Yeah, go again.
Go again, please.
Well, it could be red this time, too.
Yes, very good. Wow. We're going to go again here. Have a look. Have a look. Okay, watch where it goes. Just one shy of 2. Just a little past. Agreed?
Keep pushing.
Yes.
Just a little past.
Yep.
One shy of 2. And here we go.
Could be red.
It's more red.
By like a half a millimeter. Yep. One red.
One red it is. And for that, you're going to get a raise.
That was like another
It's not the bench that they'll be using on the NHL on TSN. As it continues tomorrow, the LA Lakers are in Edmonton to take on the Oilers, and you can watch it live at 10 Eastern, 7 Pacific on TSN and TSN Mobile TV. The LA Kings against Edmonton. There is some argument, that's City Hall here in Kingston, whether in fact that first game was played here. Some say it was Montreal. I think Moncton lays claim to it, but there is something in some historical fact where an officer writes that he was playing hockey on the lake. And that's why the claim is that it's here in Kingston that first game was played.
5-4. 5-4.
Quebec gets their single by just that much. So we go to 4-5-1 Team Canada, and Team Canada once again has the last rock, playing the Yellowstones.
No. 6.
14-8.
Okay.
Very nice button, 8. Let's do it, Sash. Stop 4. Yeah, that's got 2 feet less.
A little deep by Laney, but still stays in front of the tee line.
Good comment by Laney, too, even though it's
7.
in behind cover, still in front of the tee line. She said, oh, it should have been 2 feet less. Striving for that perfection.
Yeah, this team is used to getting those rocks in exactly the right place. That's why they won last year. They're perfectionists.
Back 8. No. Sit. Yeah.
Forward.
Okay. Let's go right up.
So foot heavy, rolls it out in the open. Another nice situation for Laney to get this in behind.
Gotta go! Hard! Gotta go! Hard, Beth, no roll.
No roll!
10-4, nice throw.
And it does roll over to sit tee line, sitting 2 with the last rock here in 4. Well, you like to see this, I'm thinking.
Yes, every year you come to a Scotties Tournament of Hearts, there's adjustments to ice and stones. For example, Team Canada started well and are getting better and better. When you look at the numbers going from 75 to 81 to 85% in their last game. Looking a little scary when you play Team Canada.
Brittany O'Rourke throwing the second stones for Quebec.
Back 4. Got room. Yep. Just line. Back 8. Room. Just landing. Only line. Whoa. Back 4. Back 4. No.
Better wait this time. It should finish that little more.
Yes. Go. Yes. Go. Push. Okay. Nice shot, Britt.
That works.
Team Canada doesn't like this setup, that roll of the second yellow to create a little wall behind the red stone that's top 4 is not to their liking, so they'll open it up.
Gotta go! Lean. Nice brushing, guys. You backed that up. Good. 8-4.
I don't ask.
A lot of the women's teams will time all their takeouts too. You heard Heather say 8-4, and she's giving that information to the two brushers who will take it back to the one that threw the 8-4. And they have a specific speed for each shot, normal, up, normal, peel, whatever it is. And they might have been looking for an 8 there, and it was an 8-4 or an 8.5. I'm not sure what the actual call was, but it really gives you constant feedback on whether you've overthrown or underthrown the specific shot.
The two teams in this field that do it a lot are BC, Kelly Scott and Heather Nedohin for Team Canada. And of course that's measured between the hog lines. It's the one measurement that gives you enough distance. Split times, you could argue, don't give you a lot of information, and everybody throws it a little bit differently. Hog to hog is the one that gives you information on every possible shot you can throw, from upweight to a guard.
That's what you were referring to on Saturday. You come to one of these for the first time as a player. It's that look right there. The thrower sees no end wall, all the colors of the stands. That adjustment just to your surroundings can be very difficult.
It is very difficult. That's why on the first weekend we do see some players struggle, even more experienced players, because every building's a little different. You have to do your own visual survey to get used to the depth of the ice, and thus sort of hit your benchmarks, getting used to where you have to brush, where it might start to break, etc. And then of course there may be movement in the stands and other distractions coming from the stands that you also have to deal with.
We played in BC Place way back when, in
1987.
We had about 80 yards of background because we were at just one end zone where the curling club was stuck in on the football floor, and that was incredibly deceiving.
You also had a roof that was very light in color. You had sun coming in, and you had rocks that were hotter than the barbecue pit at home.
Yeah. That's true.
Wasn't it against Roger Schmidt?
Yeah, in the final, yes, yeah. But we played France in our first game, and we hogged 19 rocks.
Manitoba, Nova Scotia, 2-1 Nova Scotia leading. And again, look at this, 1, 2, and 3. Is this really Nova Scotia?
I know, very uncharacteristic, but you know what? It's also the style of play that Jennifer has. So Nova Scotia's been throwing them in, and Jennifer, trying to generate her couple of points, was leaving a lot of stones around. Both Caitlin and Jennifer's freeze attempts just kind of bounced off a little bit, and so Nova Scotia just kept hitting and sticking. This is a draw against 3, as you say.
You gotta go line.
And needs at least half a stone in the 4.
She does, playing into the 2 stones. One of them biting the 4.
Yeah, I'm really surprised at that. If you get any extra curl and come to the nose of the first one, you won't be shot.
You bet.
That's what's going to happen, I think.
That's what Officer and Askin are pounded on this thing here, just trying to hold the line for.
One yellow. Yeah.
One yellow it is. A steal of one more. Nova Scotia up 3-1 on previously undefeated Manitoba.
Manitoba has to be careful there, because we know Nova Scotia struggled with the offense, but they can sure play defense, and with a 2-point lead, that could be a long afternoon for Manitoba.
For Team Canada, a little mistake, didn't get the guard, just rubbed it over. So here's a chance for Quebec to play into the little pile.
Audrey Dufresne will bounce off her own and spin to the back 8. And that little bump has created a little separation now between the shot stone back of the button and the red Quebec stone top edge.
I do too, I think.
Yeah, it was a bad result there. It was, like you say, it frees up the red one to be removed, because that was a dangerous rock for Team Canada, and you might get both reds.
Like getting rid of these.
Okay, I just want to see. Okay.
About half a rock. Well, 3/4. And then your shooter will come here, and this will go up.
I think half a rock. I think half a rock, isn't it?
Yeah, but then you're gonna roll out, Beth. I want your shooter to stay here.
Yeah.
I don't care if that's fine.
Okay.
That's fine.
Okay. I was a smidge wide on the last one?
Yep.
Okay.
I wouldn't even mind getting their yellow one off the button there, and that will direct the top red one that they're going to hit first over to the second red one, and they're hoping, as Heather's illustrating for us, the top half of the second red one, and they might both go.
True. Those two are going to be gone. I think we got to hit that one.
Yeah.
Really tight ice here, Linda. They must be throwing it really hard. It's about where you want to hit it.
Whoa! Whoa, wide again. No!
So maybe pitched it outside a little bit.
Yeah!
Beth Iskew. Now, Mayer, Peters, what's they got? They'll get the other way? No.
That works.
Now that was the audible because they were trying to actually play it differently and save the shooter, but Beth was wide and they weren't going to save it, so they played the clean pick on the red.
This isn't going to, even if we corner freeze it, if we corner freeze it, it would still jam.
Yeah, she might blast those and jam.
Yeah.
Well, Kathy, over on sheet B, Manitoba came in with 3 straight wins, is trailing there. And look what's happening here. Saskatchewan, 3 straight wins and trailing Alberta. Final stone coming up for the Saskatchewan skip, Jill Schumann.
And Saskatchewan, I would say, is just a little bit off so far this afternoon. Run backs that they made in the last day or so just not being made. Kara Johnson missed a double attempt, missed both of the stones, and that's why it's now 2 that Jill faces on her final.
And they're both,
Line's getting tight.
one's center line top 12,
Line's getting real tight.
and one is T-line edge of the 8, so full 8 foot for a single.
Right up, right up, right up, right up, right
Boy, oh boy, oh boy, got to get going, get going, get going. And wow, look at this. Alberta picks up a steal of 2. 5-1 they lead.
Just late. Line would have been fine. I would not like that.
6. Line size.
We gotta go. We gotta go. We really gotta
Right
go.
to it. Down. Right to it. Line's really nice.
Perfect. Yeah.
Really nice. Line's great, guys.
Hard.
Line's perfect. Go,
Really
go, go.
hard. Really hard.
Go, 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 go.
Go as far as it goes. As far as it goes. Go, go, go. As far as it goes. Go, go, go.
And as far as it goes is center line. Top of the 8-foot shot stone still belongs to Team Canada. And they do have the last rock.
How about this?
Just struggling with draw weight. There's no question
And
about
take
it.
those 2. And just roll over and keep it open. I want to have a shot just in case something goes awry.
Yeah, I know.
Okay? I think I like getting rid of that top one.
Do you?
Yeah, I want to make sure we can double those and roll here.
Okay.
Redstone, center line. Back 4 foot, that belongs to Ontario, leading, but BC, Kathy, has the last rock.
Well, a big shot for Kelly Scott after giving up a deuce in the last end. It really has been a very strategic end for Kelly, not moving any stones out of play. At one point, there were a whole bunch in the 4 foot. Rachel threw a BB on her last one, got rid of one, jammed another one, and that's why there is a shot here for 3.
Don't have to go. Wait only. Line's good.
It's one of those tricky little shots.
Yeah.
So you see that Carter and Wozniak have picked her up. Schrader calling them on. Need to go here, need to go here. Get it by that stone, top of the 4, get it by, tap it back. Little more, little more, little more for 3.
That's an impressive shot. Perfect weight.
Team Canada. Heather Nedohin. Oh, she'll stuff it.
Was that bad?
Leave it there in the
9-7.
That was just a little firm. I
8 foot.
needed to come up a little bit.
Okay.
Flop over. Pardon? With a little flop over. Yeah.
It was
I think
important
your
for Heather to
original
try
ice
and save the
probably
shooter.
gets-
She
No,
was
it's too
planning
much weight
things
left.
throughout the
They
end
wanted
and
a 10, 10 and a half.
decided to make
You
a
throw
play
a
on
little
that
bit
red
less and
because
it
she
comes
wanted
up
to
there.
ensure she could
Too
see
much
the
weight.
4 foot clearly on her last. Unfortunately, the shooter rolls away and it's a hit to sit 2
It
for Quebec.
finishes nice through that 4 foot line. I just had too much weight. I wanted to make sure I stuck around.
Whatever happens here, though, I think Heather's going to have a shot. I think that's what she was worried about, wasn't it? With the score the way it is, she just didn't want to give up a steal.
She was sort of hoping she might have a shot from more than one.
Good try.
But it is open.
A bit of a catcher here, obviously trying to hit it dead on, stay in the 4-foot, but if it does over curl with a half a rock, you'll get it off the side of that other Quebec rock and hang around for one.
I just want to throw the board. Come to nose.
Like 11?
10 and a half, 11, yeah.
Okay, let's go, Hooch.
Quebec is sitting the 2.
Clean.
Top edge of the butt.
Yep.
T-line, 8 foot. Final stone. Mayer, Peters. It's all about the line now. Holding this one, holding it for her so she doesn't roll too far.
Good.
And will sit for the single point.
One yellow.
That's
One yellow it is in the
first.
4th. 6-1, Team Canada leads it. It's our featured game, Family Day, at the Scotties. Our week-long home here in Kingston is the K-Rock Center, opened just about 5 years ago, home to the Kingston Frontenacs, and with Canada up 6-1 on Quebec. We are going to switch our attention to this game. Ontario, one of those teams that comes in undefeated against British Columbia, the two-time Canadian champion Kelly Scott, and as we play here in the 5th. We saw BC, Kathy, get 3. So Ontario now with the last rock playing the Redstones. What kind of game has it been?
It's been a really interesting game. It's more in persona on the ice that's been interesting to watch. Kelly Scott has had a very confident, even when she was down, not afraid to put rocks in play. Really come and get me, Ontario, kind of confidence out there. And Rachel Homan just not strutting as we've seen her strut. They're making a lot of shots, but a little bit more tentative against a very tough Kelly Scott today. You would have been convinced that, in fact, Kelly had been winning all along and not just in the last end.
So that's where we will turn our attention. Kathy, thank you, as you will keep us updated now on Team Canada against Quebec and the other 2 games. So it is Ontario, as mentioned, that does have the last rock here in 5, down by 1 and playing the Redstones.
Okay, that'll work good. That's good, Sash. Yeah.
Well, one thing we do know about Kelly Scott, based on last year's Scotties, is that she is a very determined young lady, because last year she never knew what lineup was going to be out in the ice with her. There was so much flu going through the BC team, and she managed to get through to the final with that lineup that changed constantly. So she's definitely not a quitter. She's going to fight and plan and try and make everything happen the best she can. For Rachel, it's hard to sustain what we saw on the weekend. They were brilliant on the weekend, and so maybe a little Monday blues to start off the week. I don't expect that to last.
Yeah, and they're only 1 down. They do have the hammer, so they're not in that big of a jam here yet. They got a really nice situation here if they can hang around with this one.
Weights a little up. Okay, good shot.
That red one at the back could come into play. The yellow could be removed past that back red one. So chance for a multiple score here for Ontario early.
If you weren't with us earlier, and, we did mention that there is
12.
A new schedule to the Scotties this year, that there are no morning games today, tomorrow, and Wednesday, just 2 draws for those days, and then they will play mornings on Thursday and Friday as they build the momentum towards the weekend. I tell you, though, as a curler, I think that's great, and I'd be surprised, I think, if there is that letdown, Linda. I mean, I think that this is better for the curling teams. They're not going to be as tired. Would you agree?
Definitely, as far as fatigue goes in preparation for the 2 games a day, it's fantastic. They much prefer that. But that's the physical side of the game. Mentally, there's still a little bit of a letdown. You had opening ceremonies. You had the excitement of the weekend. Rachel Homan is so happy to be back. They played so well at provincials. Hard to sustain some of that energy that they had on the weekend and that high, really, mentally that they had.
Yep. Weights up. Whoa, whoa.
Trying to get to the inside here. It's got a little extra weight. I don't know whether this will pull enough.
Got to curl the whole way.
Trying to cross the nose, just a hair.
Yeah, hard if you can.
Let's quickly go over, and Kathy, we saw Manitoba and a missed draw that gave Nova Scotia steal of 1 in the 4th. And here's an opportunity. Can she get 3 right back here?
It's really hard to tell whether that one on the outside is in or not, and it was a miss by Colleen Jones early in this end that Manitoba has been able to sustain the 2 stones in the house for the entire
look at this.
time.
Sorry to jump on you there, because look at this. They're trying to hold it up here. This could hit it too thinly. Trying to hold it now so it doesn't roll out. Hold it, hold it, hold it now. And it spins and spins and will stop. And now this question is, the one on the outside.
Hard. Really hard on line, guys. Really hard.
And no indication, so we'll wait. It looked like it may have been biting, but we'll see what goes up on the board. Thanks, Kathy.
Go, go, go. Hard. Go, go, go.
Okay, all right, you got second. Good brushing.
Looks like the day of the over curl. I don't know if Gina got that one started, but we're getting lots of curl out on that ice. You have to get out to that stick for sure. Maybe have to be thinking about a few more inches of ice.
Or a little more weight, even if you tap those a little bit. I thought they'd play some weight at that. You could see half a rock. The double was even there if you wanted to. And that's dangerous to be playing around a corner guard without hammer here. And a really good situation for Holman.
Line's great. Touch up. Pull in. Looks real heavy. We're back 12. Little bump. No. Never, never.
No.
No, it's really not good.
Uh-oh.
And for Nova Scotia, it was one of those lousy little outside biters. 3 for Manitoba. So it's just like that. Manitoba jumps in front 4-3 going to the break.
Nose ice, hey? 9, 8, 10.
If it's hanging, I'll roll it.
Veteran comment from Gina there. They're trying the double, which is really dead on.
Like 9, 8, 10.
If it hangs a little bit, she said she'll call the audible and try to roll right into the center line behind the center guards. You won't make the double that way. You'll jam a red one, but you will have one under cover. Almost dead on makes the double.
She was tight all the way. I thought she might run it out. I just got by.
Talking about the draw that Gina played and wide over curled.
10. Yeah. Hard. Yeah. Really hard. Hard.
There's this corner coming into view right here. Got to get it by that first.
No roll.
And, oh, not enough. Didn't sit in time. Ontario is the shot stone. Red Rock, back of the 8-foot.
Shoot.
Nice throw.
It's curling.
Just made the comment about the ice today, maybe having a little more curl than they were used to, and there's another example. I think she threw it all right. She seemed happy on release.
So many factors with the ice making. The aggressive rocks get a little bit straighter as the week goes along, so they start clipping more of the pebble off, and that flattens it out a bit. You get more curl, you get bigger crowds, warmer temperatures, and it can change a little bit. And you're right, Linda. Looks like that out turn side's fooling everybody.
So it is the Ontario stone that is shot rock just behind the tee line, and a chance for Rachel to draw and sit 2.
Bite the 4. Okay. Same as I've been throwing? Yep. Quicker here, or? No, it's just as quick everywhere.
Ontario with last rock. They have the hammer. Rachel Holman and her first.
Line's good.
A 23-year-old from the Ottawa Curling Club.
Hey,
gotta wait.
Take a look. Take a look.
You have to,
We haven't
whoa,
moved yet.
you have to wait. No. Whoa! Off!
It's pretty close to that corner guard.
We're hitting the guard.
Wow, when we talk about it, we often say one turn curls, the other might run a little straight. We already know in that spot it takes a long time to break, and that one just didn't get by.
Weight was pretty good. Yeah, I know.
We were there with that swoopy back four weight. Go there with swoopy back four.
Looks good.
You could also play the yellow tap. I'm not sure which color. Maybe I haven't seen the broom selection yet, but either one of them works.
Yeah. Need full 8 for the tap, but make it good. It's tough way in for her.
I'm going to play the tap.
Still fast, eh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Take about 3 feet of ice. As long as you're not hack weight, this should curl that much. That little extra weight makes such a difference to these rocks.
Have a bit of room to punch it straight back works. That'll be the guard, the shooter. There's also 2 other guards to punch it in behind.
Yeah, line.
Final stone for British Columbia. Kelly Scott out of the Kelowna Curling Club.
You got room. Yep, gotta go wait. Hard. Still room.
Carter and Wozniak trying to get this just a little high side. Push it, bump it. Oh, it's a beauty.
That
To the
really is a
4-foot.
beauty.
Over to sheet D now, Alberta, Saskatchewan. And it's a 5-1 lead, Saskatchewan. And facing a couple here, Jill Shumay, Kathy?
She is. Christy Moore twice made contact with the yellow stone on the left-hand side. Wasn't able to remove it on her last double, but did move it back far enough to bring her 2 reds into play. So it is against 2 that she draws.
Needs a bite of the white. A little more. Get it there. Bite of the white. Get it to the white. And nibble for 1.
Sorry. 1 yellow. 1 yellow. 1 yellow.
5-2 Alberta going to the break.
Boy, tough little raise here there. Yeah. Rachel's trying to come around that long yellow guard at the top of the screen. Hit the red one almost dead on. You can't see a lot of that. He's just to squeak the guard.
The further that Kelly pushed that rock back, the harder this was going to be, and that rock went all the way to the top 4, so the angle on this is really tough, but we know the strength of Rachel Homan.
Board up! Whoa!
Final stone.
Whoa, no. Oh, whoa. Yeah, no, whoa!
There's that center guard now. Got to get by the center guard. Get by that one. Yes. Now angle it back. What have you got? Oh, you got a honey. Great shot. Hot shot, Holman. Picks up the deuce in 5. Squeaks by the center guard. Raise it back and put 2 on the board.
The 2013 Scotties Tournament of Hearts is brought to you by M&M Meat Shops. Frozen food at its best.
BC opened with the last rock, and then Ontario stole their way to a 3-1 lead. BC with the 3, now the 2 by Ontario as we get ready to start the 6th. Ontario is up 5-4 as we check the numbers after 5.
And they are big numbers. Coming into this game, Rachel Homan at 90%, and she's just playing so well. We saw Kelly Scott make 1 mistake. That's why the 2 stolen points, but I think we're in for a great second half.
The numbers after 5 are brought to you by Tim Hortons Premium Brand Coffee, always 20 minutes fresh. Family Day here in Ontario, and I believe Alberta and Saskatchewan, if I'm not mistaken. I hope you're enjoying your family day. The Scotties is in Kingston for the very first time at the K-Rock Center, and it is British Columbia down by 1. It does have the last rock here in 6 playing the Yellowstone.
Needs to slow down.
A little bit bit of that sixth in trouble, sliding a little freer.
And then brushing. Normal, you said? Straight up.
I really like what Rachel has talked about this week, about what they've done over the last couple of seasons to prepare. So we see wonderful numbers from Lisa. And I think it's a great learning experience to see a team establish some goals every year. And I know we have lots of great teams in this country, but Rachel in particular looks like she set some tremendous goals and the kinds of shots they wanted to add to their repertoire. So now we saw in the last end a beautiful soft raise, and that's how they got the deuce. But also over the course of these few games we've seen so far, we know they can play the upweight beautifully. So it's a huge range of shots that she can choose from for every player on the team, and that's remarkable.
When they burst out of junior, they were the best hitting team for sure. Probably the best hitting team in women's curling for that matter. But the odd draw would be missed, or the little finesse shot. But Rachel made that beautiful comer on tap for 2, which is a lot tougher than playing a run back with a lot of weight, which she's even better at. And she drew against 3 in the second end right to the button. So she continues to have that touch. They'll be really tough to beat.
Allison Kreviasik throwing the second stones for Ontario.
They definitely work a lot on the up weight. You see rotation, you see the big weight, and that allows Rachel to cut down the ice. And we've seen some teams struggle on this ice as we look right across. Some of these teams do struggle with the amount of ice to take on up weight. If you can add rotation, if you can add weight, then you can cut down the amount of ice you give. You're more likely to hit the right spot on the rock and certainly roll away on those peels.
No, 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 no.
What have we got, guys?
I think we're definitely in.
All you can. Keep it coming. All you can. Go, 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 go.
And this is frustrating for BC because they've actually played pretty well in the first half of this game, but 2 guards have been called and both have slid in. One from Sarah and one from Sasha. And that takes the opportunity from Kelly to make the plan that she had work. You're now playing rocks into the rings, and you're not going to expect to miss from this Ontario team.
Normal. Whoa, whoa. Clean. Yep. Yeah.
A little more than they wanted.
Hey, Sash.
2 options for BC. Now you start freezing one after another, trying to create some mistake. Even if you make the freeze well enough, Ontario might have to lose their thrown rock and their own rock that it's frozen to, and give them a chance to maybe blank this end at this point, because the 2's looking pretty unlikely.
It is, although we did see in the 4th end and on an update, and Kathy filled us in on the rest, that there was a lot of play in the rings, and BC ended up having a chance and making a shot for 3. So you never know if you get a jam. You never know if something can set up. It takes a lot of patience.
Get ready to finish it, guys. Even if you're back 8, finish
It's
it.
going to be buried around a rock in the 8-foot.
Yeah, just a snug throw. Okay.
It was supposed to be a freeze on that rock back 4. Plan B, unfortunately, allows Ontario to play the run back and remove the yellow.
Okay.
And I'm assuming that a snug throw, as she described it, maybe just a little inside.
Those are the kindest words that a skip could say about that throw, and that's Kelly Scott for you. She's going to use the words that never hurt the feelings of the players, because they're doing their best out there.
Oh, this could remove some red ones, not yellow ones.
And there's a catcher on the side, and so they'll sit 2 and 3 over there.
Wow. That was one that got away.
Bit of a miscue.
Yeah.
None of us were going there.
No, we weren't.
You took the easy one.
I know, you have to give your money back now. But it's something that I've asked you both about. You know, the rocks are terrific. They seem to explode off of each other. The rings, the houses are lively for most part. Wherever we've been, you don't have to hum it like that.
No, you're right. Yeah, you're actually definitely. In that case, they weren't worrying about saving the shooter. And I think, in fairness, the Holman team throws that shot so often, as you alluded to, Linda, that they're comfortable with it. But it
didn't have it.
Scientifically, Vic's absolutely right. A little less weight, use the brushes, hang around. And it's easy to overthrow those little outward motion on the arena ice, and it will not come back.
Kathy, Manitoba took the lead in 5, getting 3, and now Manitoba is sitting 2. So, to my mind, for the first time, Nova Scotia is actually doing a little chasing here.
Well, they are, and in fact, in this end, just before Marianne threw her first one, she was facing 3 buried, made a great run back double, and left herself flying 2. Jennifer countered with that, made her own double, and so there's been a lot of granite moving, but this is a draw against 2.
Do you agree it's the first bit of pressure that Nova Scotia's been under?
You know, in a way, yeah, there's been a couple of times, Vic, but what I've really noticed today is Nova Scotia's playing with far more rocks in play and more confidence with those rocks in play than they have to date.
So drawing against the 2, as you point out, Marianne Arsenault.
Clean. Great shot, Marianne. Yeah.
To the button for the single to tie it 4.
Here's to your point, Vic, a much softer, controlled weight. Using the brushers.
Good shot. Nice throw.
Just at 2.
Good.
Yeah, you're
Andrina
right.
has played well. We
11-3.
talked about that when we last saw BC yesterday. She's second amongst the thirds at 81% coming into this game, and she really is a key player for Kelly. She has to make those shots. Last time they got into a bit of trouble because Gina's draw over curled, didn't get into the right spot, and Kelly's raise, although beautiful, still left an opportunity for Ontario. So Gina has to get them in the right spot.
So roll over. Yeah.
The double's obviously there, but the second yellow is going to jam into that red pocket. So.
You might need closer to normal. Just stay above it.
Throw here?
No, just closer to normal, not down.
I have no idea what she's trying to say to me.
Talking about the distance to roll and the conversation about how much weight to play on this takeout.
They don't seem to be rolling very far. Like as long as it's closer to normal than to control, I think it's fine. But I think with control, it won't roll far enough. Like it might roll beside it as opposed to on top of it.
Okay.
Like down normal is fine. Just like
you want to come the out turn, then if it's
it might be easier.
If it's thin, then I can just hit the side of it, and even if it jams, it's right beside it.
Yeah, right.
What do you want to throw, like a normal?
Normal, sure.
Now, Emma seems to think that the house isn't quite as lively. Did I hear her correctly?
Well, it's because of the angle, Vic. If you come down here and you throw it light enough, you're going to have to hit it so thin to roll that far. You might roll this way, and then you're not in a good spot.
All right.
So they have to throw it harder to get a little higher roll.
Okay.
Whoa. Yep. Whoa. Whoa. The weight. Whoa. Whoa.
Whoa. No.
Rachel Holman, her first. BC with last rock. And underneath. So exactly what you said, huh?
Yeah, the changing turns, you have to really understand, and Rachel does. She just threw that a little wide. But with this turn, you're going to get a lower roll also. I thought they might stay with the in turn and throw more weight, but she could have made it with that turn too. Just a little outward motion, I thought.
I didn't want to change your turn. I was just saying, with down weight, they don't seem to be rolling very far.
Oh, there you go. Just updating you. This is the game we started with, of course. Team Canada stole 3 more in 5. So now as they play in the 6th, it's 9-1 Team Canada over Quebec. But did you hear Emma Miskew right there say, I'm sorry, I didn't want to really change your call, but you did. I mean,
Yeah, she asked her to play more weight, and I still think that maybe it was just an ice issue. I don't think Rachel threw it that badly, and I don't think it was a wrong thing to say. I think part of the reason Emma hesitated too is because she's the one that missed a shot. She threw a shot badly this end, and sometimes you just feel like you don't want to take on somebody after you've made a mistake.
Can you clean it? No. Looks pretty good. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Nice. Way to go, guys. Good.
To sit two, and they're spread out.
No, no, no.
I was holding my breath. I didn't know what was happening down here.
Good job. Definitely sliding in that spot. We had 2 corner guards slide in, so they were all a little nervous watching that one, but it's perfect.
Clean.
I like to hang around here.
Nice draw, Rach.
So it'll be a chance for BC to hit and stick here for a couple to retake the lead.
One thing for Kelly Scott she has to be careful with as they play the similar shot, same turn, is Rachel does throw the rock a lot differently than Kelly Scott, so you cannot judge your ice from Rachel. You can learn a little bit about what happens in that spot, but you really just have to bank on knowing what your rock will do right in that turn. A great chance to get some points back. After giving up a deuce, you can get it right back.
Looking for a couple here in the 6th. Carter and Wozniak. The brush all the way to the nose, right there. For 2 it is. BC here in the 6th. Back and forth we go. BC now has the lead. How cute is that? Curling shoes. You never know, and it is family day. You never know. Maybe the 3 of us will be commenting on that little one's Scotties someday.
People are hoping not.
You think?
Yeah. They'll be just rolling us up to the booth. Quebec gets a single, 9-2. But it's interesting as we take a look at the standings, if you're just joining us. We had this 3-team breakaway, but as we look at the scoreboard right now, well, we've got Manitoba tied, Ontario's trailing, Saskatchewan's down, and of course Team Canada is leading very big against Quebec. Here in Kingston at K-Rock Center. And after that deuce by BC, it means that Ontario will have the last rock. They have the hammer here in 7, playing the Red Stone.
Go, 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 right there. Stop. Go, go, go.
Couldn't imagine. I have trouble enough remembering your name.
The others.
By then we wouldn't remember our own names.
Oh, gosh.
Played this path a bunch of times.
Oh, dear.
Yeah. I almost like that one better. Okay. Okay, sure.
They're behind. We just saw him there, and I'm sorry, fellas.
Okay.
Earl Morris. And you have to give so much credit. You know, we heard Rachel Homan say to Brian, you know, more maturity and learning to adapt to women's play. And as you pointed out, putting out some more different shots, Linda. And so much of it is attributable to the return of Earl Morris.
Well, it's really important with the coach to have a plan, and for a young team like this to have a plan for many years for their career development, and obviously they're working together so well.
Good example of it there. Even if that rock had wrecked, because it was backline weight, it would have probably rolled into the rings, maybe even behind the corner guard. So they were really aggressive on the brushing call, waiting to the last second to get it by that guard. And it forces BC to a tougher than a normal takeout shot. It's half buried. Keep applying as much pressure as you can every single shot.
Clean. Looks a little heavy.
heavy. Off.
Yeah, maybe a little.
Off.
Yeah. Little up.
Okay, we're gonna get it. Follow your yellow.
Yeah.
Big bounce, Sarah.
Okay.
Good.
That's good, Sash.
Good
yeah.
throw.
Good throw.
And there is Earl Morris, of course, his son John playing with Kevin Martin. And as I mentioned yesterday, been with Rachel since the age of 13, but then left for a year. And there was some thought that it was just that immaturity that he couldn't get used to. And then, in fact, you know, now he's back. Brian, what have you got?
Hey, Vic, thank you very much. I talked with Coach just before the game, and I asked him, obviously, a great start for your young Ontario team, and yes, he agreed. He did say, though, the one thing he'd like to see them improve on is a little more communication amongst the girls, especially when it comes to the soft shots. I'll tell you what, though, that one she made in 5 was fantastic. Everything going right for Team Ontario.
They have the last rock here in 7, down by 1. Of course, Earl is one of, what, 2 people now to represent 3 different provinces, Russ.
Yes.
Manitoba initially, then Quebec, and then Ontario.
That's right.
Yeah.
And the other now is Ryan Fry.
That's right.
Manitoba,
because he's coming out
Newfoundland,
of
Labrador. Now he's with Northern Ontario.
Northern Ont. Very good point. He had a wonderful year with Brad Jacobs and won a lot of money on the tour.
Brian was just talking about communication and the soft shots. Well, that last draw for Ontario, that was a good chance to get in behind cover, and it goes to the back of the rings. So BC will try and play the come around on the center guard, wide side.
I love the rotation BC throws. They're almost all the same, and it just glides a little bit farther.
Good, Sash. Way to go.
Well done.
And that is a calculated approach. They have practiced that and tried to get more consistency from player to player. And that is one thing when you're skipping. You're always going to have some differences with players in the way they throw. But if you can get them a little closer, especially rotation, you're going to get more similar curl.
That's the view all the coaches and 5th players have as they sit behind the home end. The 4 sheets in play here at the K-Rock Center.
That is a little bit of difference in the world level. Here there is conversation throughout the game between the coach and the team in between ends. And of course, 5th in break.
Squeak the guard here.
Whoa.
Nope.
Okay, ladies. Keep it going.
Wanting to keep you updated. Alberta continues to lead 5-2 over Saskatchewan, playing the 7th. They blanked 6.
Yeah.
So Alberta controls the last rock, the hammer, in 7. And Saskatchewan, one of those 4 teams coming in, having won their first 3.
Line's nice.
2.5.
Another little mistake from Ontario, rubbing the guard and the rock rolling through. And now a chance for BC to guard.
Hoping it sits.
2.5. It's not deeper.
Okay, get ready.
Yep, for line.
Close. No, you're good for line.
Good.
That's good, Gina.
Good.
Way to go.
I think the call was top 12, partly buried, Linda, but a great mistake, a great miss.
High side or nose? No. 3/4. Okay.
You really help your team out by being clever on those slight mistakes. Just a little bit lighter. Usable rock forces Ontario to try to play the double peel to get out of this bit of a jam out front.
Throw it.
3.
Very nice.
Same weight's fine then? Yeah. 3. Same weight is perfect. Yeah.
BC throwing yellow sitting 2, but they don't have the last rock, and now it is opened up for Ontario. So this guard has to be perfect to be successful. It has to be tight enough that you can't get by it, and obviously straight in front of shot rock.
I need a 3 out of it.
Positive, hey.
Easy.
Gina Schrader, and you can hear Kelly Scott saying, I need a 3 out of it. So she needs it tight to the rings, not in, just tight.
Hard.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Beauty. Great throw. Nice one.
There you go. How nice is that?
Yeah. Yeah. Good job. Good throws. Nice shots.
I like what you see to both teams here. A lot of good shots being made. And that's the perfect distance for the guard. Yes, it can be run back, but that's tougher than aiming at a half open rock. So it has to be pretty precise here.
Skip stones. Holman runs it back. Oh, and she just catches it and then gets away with a possible jam in the back corner, but leaves the shooter right there, just off center line.
It's just a great shot because you open up one side of the sheet and you also have a rock that can be raised, and now it's a red one, not a yellow one.
And I apologize. There was a rock ahead of myself. That was Emma Miskew.
And if you're Kelly Scott, you might not even want to bury this perfectly. If Rachel raises that back and is successful, all of a sudden it's buried.
Especially if you do scout teams. Rachel Holman is definitely somebody who you've seen play a lot of run backs and plays them well. So you're better not to allow a straight back run that then allows the rock to be guarded by the shooter.
Wait then. Yeah, line. Yeah, line. Got room.
Room.
7.
Room. Line's good. 8.
Well, this is interesting, Kathy. I mean, it's a 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 3 for sure, maybe 4. It's tough. But this is Manitoba and Jennifer Jones, a draw for a certain 4. This game is completely turned around.
Well, it has, but you know what? It was 2 shots. Caitlin Laws and Jennifer both made almost surgical shots on theirs. Caitlin made a run back, picked a stone out that was nestled between 2 Nova Scotia stones. Jennifer just made a great pick, and so this is actually a split attempt for 5.
Wow.
Whoa, you could, whoa.
Some great shot making here in this end by Manitoba.
Jennifer Jones.
Okay.
Don Askin. Oh, nothing. Just missed it. And it'll stop. And they're going to maybe put the stick to it. They're going to have a look.
Yeah. I've seen a lot of white.
So they'll put the stick to it to see if it in fact just touches the ring. So it's 4 for sure. Rachel Holman.
Whoa. Curl.
I just remember them saying the rings are up. How much?
Wavering. Nice throw. Almost.
Just a BB down there by Rachel. Again, big weight, but that's what takes the curl out of it. These blue hone insert rocks, if you get up to a certain speed, they will not curve at all, and that makes a player like Rachel thinking she can make everything, and just still a great shot though.
So many people are just happy they make contact with the rock in the house, and she's not happy if she doesn't leave it guarded by her shooter. It does allow a hit and roll for Kelly.
Clean. No, you got room. Clean. No.
Whoa.
No.
Okay.
Nice. Good.
It's okay. It forces Ontario's hand to take a single.
Good throws. Yeah.
Good. You bet.
Good force.
Yeah.
Good end. Yeah.
And so here was the measure as they brought out the 6-foot stick. That close. And it was not in. 4 for Manitoba.
Controlling.
Up 8-4.
Control. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Never. No.
Oh boy.
Girl.
And the shooter will. Doesn't look like it. Looks like yellow is the shot stone.
One yellow. One yellow. One yellow.
It is. BC, a mistake, a giveaway. 7-5, they lead. Well, we started with this game and it ended early as it really wasn't very close. 12-2. Team Canada looking very impressive. The defending champions, Heather Nedohin, out of the Saville Sports Centre, a winner over Quebec's Allison Ross. So Canada, one of those 4 teams coming in with undefeated records, stays there, now 4 straight. Quebec is now 2-2 as we welcome you back to Kingston. And a giveaway.
Keep it coming. Line's bending now.
Ontario's stone rolling just too far. Steal of 1 for BC. They lead 7-5. And as we play here in the 8th, it is Ontario who once again have the last rock playing the Red Stones.
And for a lead in a supporting role, I give the Oscar to Sarah for this end. Very nice shots. Top button and then the guard, and of course the corner guard put up by Rachel Homan. And I love this call. I love this approach that Rachel has now taken. We did not see that from her in her first Scotties. This has been something she has worked on, and that is the split on the center line guard.
If you make it really good, you might even be able to roll a red one in the rings.
It's hitting it far. It's hitting it far. Yeah, I know, it's fine.
That is such a great call. It opens everything up. 2 guards you can use later.
Yeah.
Well, Saskatchewan is one of those teams that is undefeated coming in, but getting a real battle, Kathy, from Alberta. And facing a couple here is Grand Prairie's Christy Moore.
Well, she is. On her first one, she was trying to play the draw. That's that stone in the 12-foot that she's now trying to tap back to get shot.
Line might be a little tight right now. No, line looks good. Just a clean her line.
And cuts it a little too thick. Steal of 2, Saskatchewan. Jill Shumay from Maidstone, Saskatchewan. Now within 1.
Good, Sash. Good.
Sasha looks like everything's a little too easy today. She's sliding very freely on the ice, and the rocks are a little bit too deep. That guard a little too deep as well.
Okay, let's do it, Allie.
Allows a red one to roll in.
Exactly, rolling the rings here for sure.
Weight's good. No, no. Ever. It's just bored.
Little higher.
Heavy. Any thicker would have hung around.
Yeah. 2.5. Line's a little snug, guys. 2.5. 2. Whoa, line. Whoa. Just a 2. No. Whoa, line. Whoa, line.
Exact opposite from a very tight guard to a long one.
And snug, that means narrow on release.
Good.
So I just have to let it drop.
You play back Rachel's plan here, playing that tick shot that worked perfectly. Rolled over, had 2 guards. They've removed all the guards till they get their little break here, and now a chance to hit the shot rock, roll behind cover.
And we'll try it with Allison Kreviazek. Got to come through a hole. Got to get by this guard first. No. Maybe bounce this one in. And they'll get it close to the top edge of the 4.
Not sure if that was tight ice. It looked like that had enough weight for the call, but definitely wasn't really ever in danger of getting by. It did wreck quite solidly.
It did look like tight ice. It really did.
Christina Schrader.
Whoa, off. Yep. I got it.
Good. Nice call. Good shot.
Well done.
Good.
The double's only makeable if you want to sacrifice your thrown rock, and that isn't what you want to do when you're losing. So you need to hang around here.
So will you risk hitting it a little thicker to keep your shooter and maybe just touch the back one back?
Yeah, exactly. You're going to probably leave that rock that was just thrown. You might be able to move it off the forefoot, but I don't think, now mind you, Emma can throw it really hard, but I don't think you can make the double and stay. Maybe. It's coming hard enough.
No.
No.
Sorry, Carl. Just killed you.
Kelly's going to guard it. 2 up.
2.5.
It's hard to remove it with the out turn, so as long as you guard the in turn raise.
The only danger in this spot is the overcurl, which we've seen on a few shots. Have to get out to that stick.
Line's nice. We got some room right now. Deeper than a 2. Okay, that's probably good. Just a clean. It'll get there with a 3.
Pretty close to a 3.
Yeah. Okay, let it sit
Not
now.
quite a 3.
Sit, baby. Sit.
Sit.
That works.
Good
shot.
throw. Good. Nice throw.
Yes.
Very nice.
You know what? It's curious. They just turned away from that stone, and it was still going. And did it move now just to leave a corner open?
Yeah, maybe curved a little bit too far.
Yeah.
The other option later in the end is this red raise. Keep an eye on this rock here, because the way that red-yellow is lined up,
Like a soft hat.
you've got a nice angle off that corner guard, and Rachel won't be afraid to play it with her upweight ability.
If I can roll it in for second, it's not bad. Okay, let's try and stick around. Hack him. Yep.
We used to play this shot a lot. Even though you're trying to remove the rock, it's a defensive shot. If you throw the appropriate weight, you might be get lucky here and roll into the rings. And it's another rock that might go on the scoreboard, and you need points at this point.
Back line. Hard.
So now it's all Krivjasic on the left, Weagle on the right. They've got to get it by that stone for sure, but it's the next one that's the problem.
They were actually going after that play, Vic. They were trying to move the guard out of the way, but the plan was to get it much thinner and roll the shooter in. That did not work.
Yeah.
So they didn't even want to come around it.
They were just trying to. They're actually trying to play the peel shot, but try to roll in the ring. So by hitting that about 2 inches, 3 inches thinner, they would have rolled into the rings with the shooter. The worst part about where the shooter is, I diagrammed that angle raise. Now there's a rock in the way for the angle raise, and that kind of eliminates that shot also. And it's getting a little bit claustrophobic here for Ontario.
I think I have ice where you can finish it, so we'll see.
Yeah.
It depends what the weight ends up.
As we noticed in the Quebec game, you've got to make these guards.
Well, that's what opened the door, didn't remember? It was in that very first end of that featured game. Allison Ross of Quebec wasn't able to put the guard on, and Heather Nedohin and Team Canada banged a 3 to open things up as they rolled to a 12-2 win.
4-5. Can you clean it? 4-5. Okay, well,
A 4 is in top 12, and this was
here.
supposed to be short.
You can corner the red or bounce it.
No, you're higher. Yeah, go. Yeah, no. You're good. You're good.
Boy.
You're good. Okay.
Sorry. Jeez.
Just had to be here, obviously, and now that it's in the rings, the thrown rock by Rachel Holman should stay in the rings. The red one should stay somewhere in there. The back red one's going to stay. The 2 yellows are gone. And all of a sudden, a steal to go 3 up. Could be a 2 or 3 ender against BC. Pretty simple shot, dead on. Look at the ice that Rachel's taking here, 0.
Just expecting it to curl a little harder at the end.
Whoa. Yep. Whoa.
No, no, no.
Holman in her first.
Harder.
Go, go, go. Okay.
And it will roll far enough.
Do you care who's second?
Ontario is sitting 2. So in a battle of these two skips, Rachel Holman and Kelly Scott, what have you seen?
Well, Kelly Scott's big problem in this game has been draw weight, and that was very costly this end, that guard sliding all the way in and leaving Rachel a shot. And Rachel playing more hits, that's traditional for Rachel, and she is so good at that kind of shot. Very close overall between the two skips.
The player numbers are brought to you by Capital One. What's in your wallet?
I think a 9.
Looks like a simple double, you know, straight back. There's a bit of space, so it's not real easy, but where will that first rock go once it glances off the
little tighter with 8-8.
shot rock? It might bounce over and jam on that back yellow one.
Want to have a quick look here at the game between Manitoba and Nova Scotia, and Kathy again. Look at this. 1, 2, 3 for sure. That's what's facing Nova Scotia and Marianne Arsenault.
Yeah, it's been a real struggle this end. On Marianne's first one, she was trying to skinny through a hole and just touched the Manitoba stone and rolled out. Jennifer capped off the 8-foot. She has to go way outside, Vic, and sometimes these rocks don't come back. Needs 4-foot.
Okay, we're watching Kelly Scott as well here, trying to make the double, run it back, and she stuffed it. Now we'll turn her attention to this final stone from Arsenault as Jennifer Baxter and Kim Kelly with the brush. And maybe now trying just to cut her down, cut Manitoba down, and they will get there. 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, I know. 3?
3 it is. Steel 3, Manitoba, and Jennifer Jones out of the St. Vital Curling Club in Winnipeg. And Manitoba will win their 4th. So 2 of the teams coming into this draw with perfect records will take one more step. Manitoba joins Team Canada, winning 4 in a row.
Give it an extra foot or 2 just so we don't have to count it at the beginning. Get the good line.
It's amazing with such great shot making in this game here with the Ontario against British Columbia that the guard is one of the toughest shots. It just is. We've talked about it so many times, and Kelly had a great line, which is the hardest part. It's usually the speed you can get and just slipped into the rings. Anything lighter, Rachel can still make the shot but only have 1 in the rings, and now it's a free draw for 2.
No line yet. No line yet.
Whoa. Looks heavy.
Should be fine.
Okay, clean it. We're on the rock.
Clean it.
We're on the rock. We're hitting this.
As the crowd responds here at the K-Rock. Rachel Holman from just up the road in Ottawa picks up 2. Well, let's quickly go over to sheet D and pick up 1 in the blue and the T line. There it is. That's yellow. That's yellow. So that's sitting Saskatchewan 2. Final stone coming up for Alberta and Christy Moore, Kathy.
Well, this end really turned around on Jim Shumei's first shot. She made a lovely hit and roll, and this was a shot that Christy Moore was playing. She had hack weight and missed it all together. Jill had a great chance to cap it off by being 8-foot, even 12-foot, came deep. Drawn against 2, but she can come down to the stones to be shot.
And everybody's jumping out now. Blaine de Jager and Michelle Dykstra and Amber Sheveldave, and they are going to come up light. So that's a steal of 2 for Saskatchewan. And they'll take a 6-5 lead. Well, it's time now for the M&M Meechups Final End Challenge. Right after the game, go to finalend.ca and enter the secret word for a chance to win a trip for 2 to the 2014 World Junior Curling Championships in Flims, Switzerland. The first 100 entries will have a chance to win a $50 M&M gift card, and all participants will get an M&M discount. Finalend.ca when we give you the secret word. So that steal of 1 in 7 had BC out in front by 2, but then the miss by Kelly Scott allowed Ontario to get their deuce, and so we're Tied at 7, going to 9, and BC has the last rock playing the Yellowstones.
Line's good. It's really good. Maybe an 8. Yeah, it looks hot. It's not breaking
Center
at
guard
all.
play by Ontario. BC came around at just top 12, and then a beautiful come around by Ontario. Over buried. There's a lot of curl out there.
Further back
The
than
freeze
this might be
was
good.
called by this one, and it has lots of speed. It's a big mistake. Anything high in the house is usable.
They're taking a page out of Rachel's book there, and if you miss narrow, you take the guard, move it out of the way. With that weight, you're never going to take it out of play. Open that front up for your skipper later in the end here.
Wall line, wall line.
We can wait.
Right off, right off.
Is it like mine?
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, never.
It's not heavy.
Well,
Don't want to.
it. Freeze to this. Go. Hard. Wait only, wait only. Take it, go.
Gotta go,
Take it, go. Hard. Keep going, hard.
I think we have a slick little path down there. That's the same side coming home in 8 that Kelly Scott went too far, and some of her team members were struggling with earlier.
It's true, isn't it? The corner guard's coming in the other direction on that same side of the sheet. The right-hand half of sheet C was deep too. So there's only one they have to worry about. Try to open this up, maybe even get their own.
Room. Straight peel. Good, Sash. Kind of went back a bit.
Nice shot.
Right here, guys.
Splitting center alley? Yeah. If anything, just hair more on that side. Okay.
Ontario is sitting the one on the button without last draw.
Weight should be good for the guy.
Weight's there. Heavy?
No, it's not bad.
Weight's good. Wall line. It's over curling. It's over curling.
Gotta go.
Over curling, over and off. Over and off. Whoa. No, never.
That high.
Yeah.
Like it was invisible? Really?
Well, yeah, I know what you're saying, but it's the rock in the rings that it's covering is over buried, so it's not invisible. You'd probably get at that thing if you wanted to, but you certainly don't want to miss it wide. So I think this early in the end, you want to just peel it.
Yep.
Sasha Carter.
Hard. Good, Sash. Nice one.
Good shot, Alex.
It just shows you, though, when that freeze wasn't made by BC, that redstone is in a much better spot. If you had anything yellow out in front of that red, well, then lots of things can happen. Guards can be run in, and lots of opportunities can be had. But that one going deep, now Ontario feel pretty confident guarding this spot.
Weight's good. 2. Whoa. How's line? It's hanging. Whoa, Ellie. Whoa. Need to finish?
Whoa, looks heavy. Whoa.
2. Keep it clean. Keep it clean. Split the center line. Just split the center line. Okay. Whoa. Great toss, Em.
Nice one, Em.
Do you want to try back 4?
I don't mind trying the run, actually.
No, that's going to take away the draw path. Straight peel or try back 4, whatever you like.
Like behind it? Or
No,
just
play
like
top
to move
4
it?
onto it.
What do you guys like?
No? Okay.
One more guard, I think.
Sure, one more. Okay.
So explain to me, please, why the run was called off. Why did the pitcher wanted to throw the and the catcher called off the double run back? Why?
It leaves the shooter in a spot that would block the draw for Kelly later.
So it would have spilled over for the out-turn draw?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
If it was made properly, it would roll a couple feet, and that was exactly where your out-turn draw would have to go through.
Way to go, Gina.
When you start to look at options, that tap back is really tough. You could try and tap your yellow one and maybe split and leave 2 yellows that you could then use. That might be an option for the next one.
Kelly will make a move here pretty soon, though, because Ontario is sitting 2.
Good.
Worst case scenario, you let them steal 1, but don't let them steal 2. Like you say, you can tap that yellow somewhere. Almost 4.5 feet of ice. It's a beautiful curl.
No left.
For Emma
Left
Miskew,
weight.
as we play third stones.
Line's not good. Gotta finish, gotta finish. Go. Yep. Hard. Hard.
Go, 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 go,
Hard.
go.
All the way. Go, go, guys.
Hard, hard,
Hard.
Go, Hallie.
Hard. Keep going, keep going.
Just a little wider.
And the yellow one's accessible now.
Just to move that for now. Probably like back 12.
Really important shot here. Obviously, if it's missed, it allows the Holman team to draw another one around and really take the end away from British Columbia. If you ever make this, your shot rock buried.
Let's try in. Yep, yep.
And now it does.
Room.
To the nose. And we'll just touch it. Roll off. Shot stone still is Ontario.
Great try.
Unfortunately, it bounced it into the open. If it had stayed a little bit hidden, it would have been great. You have the shooter in a good spot to be used. That one had stopped, it would have been nice, but now it does leave Rachel a chance to play it.
I was only thinking if you did nose it, it would roll off, but I don't mind here.
I need to get under, though. That's number 1, right?
Okay.
So less weight. Even if I freeze, it's not the end of the world, so we need less weight. Whoa, sorry. Just through.
Now on the other side, Russ, for BC, that stone just thrown. There, the yellow stone, that's available to them too, right?
Yeah, more so than it was the previous shot. So yeah, they can run that back in here, and they're probably going to have to, because Rachel's going to try to hit and roll in here. And look at the tight ice she's taking here, because they were talking like just a heavy draw back line. You just heard the comment. If I hit the broom there with back line, I'd be all over the guard. Just a different release point.
I'd give it a foot or 2 extra.
Just a little outward motion. She knows it. That's why she iced the way it is.
Weight's close. Yeah, little.
Yes, yes. Whoa. Whoa.
Stay close. Yep.
Whoa.
Stay close.
Whoa.
Close. Yeah.
Kerviasik. Weagle. Nope. Now they called on. Needs to get underneath. You want to just get across the nose a little bit. And there it is.
Lots of rotation, inward out motion, runs pretty straight. They knew where to put the broom.
It was very important to get a little bit of a roll, because if it sat side by side, Rachel would leave a bigger surface area for that run back for Kelly.
Okay, yeah, I don't mind with bump weight. Back 8 weight and stay in front there.
You might even at least back 8, hey?
Let's go back 12.
Yeah.
You like that ice? Back 12.
Always try to leave yourself 2 options. So if Kelly comes down here and does something like that, even if she doesn't move the red one very far, then there'll be this raise and this raise, so she'll have a couple of options. But what she's going to try to do is tap this, and the dangerous thing is, Linda mentioned in the previous shot, is if she hits it rolls open, it'll allow Rachel Holman to play the exact same shot and put BC in real trouble. And this is just the one she's trying to tap here is almost fully buried. This has to be perfect.
Wait. Clean. Clean only. Room. Off. Whoa. Off. Whoa. Right off. Bit up. Yeah, right off. Hack. Whoa, whoa. Hack. A little more. Sasha, take the. Yeah. Okay.
And now it's 3. Sitting 3.
Like
Ontario without last draw.
And the worst part is the 4th is coming, and the 4th is going to cap the top of the 8-foot, and that's going to make the next one very difficult.
Yeah.
Mine? But we still hit exactly like we hit here by the end of it, right?
Like
Okay, top button. So that should be fine for this one. Good ice.
Again, the guard has to be perfect. You can easily do something like that and say go ahead and throw, but that would give
better, eh? Yeah, well,
Kelly Scott a couple of options. She could come down this way. She could even come down this way and maybe even sneak in there for second shot, which she'd be delighted with at this point, just a single steal. So what you want to do is bring that rock in as far as you can, and what it does is 3 things. It chokes off the yellow rays. It makes that in-turn draw tougher because you've got another one in there, and there will be no out-turn shot whatsoever. Top 4, maybe full 4.
Don't see Kelly be that heavy that often. That was really not the pro side miss we're used to from these top players. Really a tough spot for her.
Room. Heavy. Not much extension. Weight's good. No line. Whoa, whoa. No line. Get off. It's close. Yeah. No. Never. Okay, stay close. Coming now. Yeah. Go for weight. Weight only.
Start
Freeze
to curl.
Yep. Hard, guys, go! Hard. Fight the floor. Hard.
Look at that. In football, they throw a flag for piling on. That's 4 in there now.
We could go back to the telestrator. That's exactly where we drew it up. Just perfect. The shot's there, though.
This is a draw to the second shot rock to try and be second shot. Wow.
There's nothing off that yellow rays that's still out there.
The line was good. It was okay. We can't, because even if you froze on it,
you could make the rays double, Vic, and even if you made it perfect, you give up a single. So this is probably simpler. There's definitely risk here too. You tick the yellow when you lose the game. There's got to be perfect weight and take enough ice to get by the guard here. A lot of these over curl.
That's all she has.
Facing 4 in a 7-7 tie. We're playing 9. Ontario coming in with their 3 straight wins. BC at 2-1. This is a game saver here for BC. Big scrub here, Wozni, Carter. You can hear Trader. Line is really good here. Drag it a little bit more. Drag it a little bit more. Oh, what a beauty. Absolutely. You're giving up a steal of 1 to play on. You miss that and you're shaking hands.
Good sweeping. Sweeping, Sarah. Yeah, I know. We didn't know you guys. Yeah.
Okay, here we go. It's time for the M&M Meat Shop's Final End Challenge. And the secret word is lunch. Right after the game, go to finalend.ca and enter that secret word lunch for a chance to win a trip for 2 to the 2014 World Junior Curling Championship in Flims, Switzerland. 1, 2, 3 yellow. That's Saskatchewan. They're up by 1-6-5 after the steal of 2 and 8. And final stone, Alberta. And from Grand Prairie, Christy Moore, Kathy.
Well, she really does need to stop the bleeding. It's been 5 consecutive points for Saskatchewan. She tried the freeze on her first one. She got shot, but it wasn't frozen. So Saskatchewan able to pick it out. And so she's elected to play the hit. Had some struggles with draw earlier today.
And right there for the single to tie it. Saskatchewan coming in with 3 straight wins. Alberta trying to win their first. Saskatchewan will have the last draw coming home. in our featured game, of course, now Ontario is one of those teams that comes in with 3 straight wins. And then Kelly Scott in a 7-7 tie gives up the steal of 1. So it is BC down by 1.
Hard. Keep going. Get it in. Hard.
That will have the last rock coming home here in 10. But I tell you what, she may have given up a steal, but it could have been a lot worse.
It could have been, and I guarantee you, sitting in the hat, Kelly Scott was not thinking I'm drawing against 4. You can never have that in your mind. It's not outcome based. She throws the right weight out to the broom and then hands it to the brushers, and it was a full team effort and a beautiful draw to cut down the end.
Great stuff.
Keep in the back one.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. Yep.
Yep.
Her nose. Yep.
Yep.
Go. Yep. Go.
Nice shot.
Great shot.
So what do you think, Russ? Whose shot there?
It's maybe yellow.
Could be yellow.
Could be red, too. Way to go. And for that, you got a gold. I can't believe it.
Yep.
Everybody has different theories about how to approach this situation from both sides of the equation, one down with and one up without. In this case, that's a dangerous yellow stone in the house, but Rachel doesn't like that corner guard, so away it goes.
Very few teams would peel a corner, though, but they're very confident they can drag the play into the rings, make a double somewhere along the line, and force BC to a single.
If we
And
come
with
up
that-
and nose, that's okay too.
And with that up weight that we see them play, and in particular Emma Miskew, maybe that is the right play for them.
I think it is, because let's play this out a little bit. Like, it looks like they're going to make a play on the yellow one. That's grouping the 2 yellows together. It would not be beyond the realm of possibility that they could Team Ontario can make a double, and because they're going to be close together. And that's exactly what Holman's banking on.
A little surprised that actually Kelly's coming in this early.
Yes, I agree.
Why'd
we'll
you say that?
nose.
Well, it does group them and does allow a chance for some form of big weight hit.
Whoa. Looks good, guys. Whoa.
Welded on the back
Good
one.
shot, Sash.
Good.
The double's still there, though.
Nose it. You can get just inside. Might be able to get it. Just try and stick your shooter, Allie. Yeah, if you hit and roll under, that's good. Yeah. No! Close. Yep. Whoa! Yep. Hard.
That makes them go away.
And that was exactly the plan. Peel the corner, force the other team into the rings. As Linda said, maybe too soon. It sets up the double. Still had to be made, though. Bullet weight, just precision. And then they also talked about if they missed it, they can miss it narrow and roll underneath, which is a really good idea, too. Now it's going to be very difficult to get to 2.
Bumping?
Yeah. 6, 7. Yeah.
This is another one where you have to decide on your theory. Are you going to try and draw near the one in the house, play a freeze of some nature, and maybe get a miss hit that way, or do you draw around both of those rocks to the back of the house and leave more distance for a run back or a peel?
Okay, good.
You might even see the angle raise here, because that's the one
Just
that's
pick
short of
it.
the rings that Kelly's going to
Okay.
use.
It'd be really nice if you could do that and roll off. Do you want to come look at it? Okay. That's pretty hard to jam it. Probably get everything.
It would be nice to get rid of that one.
Half a rock and it's gone. And your shooter's gone.
Okay, because I was going to say, like, I'd much rather guard than pick it, because then they can
You'd rather what?
guard it than pick it, because then it's wide open. I don't mind this. Straight here?
It's a 2-foot run, right?
Yeah. So straight?
Yeah, I remember mine. a million ends ago. I don't know.
It was normal. Yeah.
Yeah.
I really like this call because if it's made properly, it removes all the rocks at the front. It only leaves the one on the top of the forefoot. If you play the original call and peel this one, then Kelly can do something later by tapping and maybe rolling in this area and forcing them to a tougher raise.
I thought, Emma, do you remember mine? Yeah, that million rocks ago. That's right. Yeah. But they do. It's a fascinating thing that curlers, just like golfers, will remember every shot of a particular game.
Clean, clean, clean. Whoa, whoa.
Go.
Yep, go.
Well done. Well done. What a great end.
It has been a terrific game, Linda.
Since we joined it in the 5th end, we've seen some wonderful shots. Rachel Homan in 5 made a beautiful raise to get her deuce. And in 9, we just saw Kelly Scott make a wonderful shot just to cut down to a single steal. And some big numbers again for Gina Schrader coming back. But the whole team for Ontario has really on their game.
The game story is brought to you by the Dominion, Canada's trusted insurance company.
I'd be interested to see if, as this week progresses and all the teams are scouting, of course, each other, if people approach this sort of situation differently when they play Rachel Homan, because I really think it was a mistake to come in as early as Kelly did, and even playing that freeze, I would have come deep and tried to make those shots harder. They are so good at runbacks and peels.
Even throw another corner guard, delay the process a little bit.
Well, at times we've said and wondered why. It is a free guard zone. You get the 2 free chances. Why don't you use them?
Exactly, no question about it. And keep some separation for sure. Once they went in, you just knew that they were Ontario was up to. But real good come around there, though. This is a tough shot. I thought they might play the run back again with the upweight hitting ability. You ever tick your own here? There's a chance for 2 for British Columbia.
Should be all there. Line there. Clean it. Back line. Yep.
Close, yep.
Hard. Back line.
Whoa.
Hard.
Whoa.
Hard.
Whoa, whoa.
Hard. Hard, Ellie, go. Hard.
There was definitely no whoa in that one.
No, my goodness.
That was a great call by Rachel and good brushing to get it by. What a wonderful shot.
And really nice when you think of what she just threw, Emma, and then to pull it back and throw that.
And that's how good this team is. They really have come a long way with the finesse shots. Always a great hitting team, but they've got the entire package there now.
Hard, Ellie, go. Hard.
Okay, quite a bit of line. You got
now the freeze. And this has to be perfect because you're drawing around an opposition rock. It's not right to the face. It'll be easy to remove.
Good. No, 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 no. No, it's got to curl. No. No, no, no. Come on. No, get in there. Come on.
There you go.
Great throw.
Wow.
How much finish in that last 4 feet, 5 feet?
Yeah, good. I'd say 1.5. You're right. It's amazing.
It's probably
and
easier.
to be able to
Yeah, I mean,
anticipate that. That's
even
the
if
key
you hit
thing.
3/4 onto it, it's gone.
At that angle. Right? I don't mind the out, actually. Throw center line.
Straight down the ribbon, you'll get a really good visual of how much her rock doesn't curl.
Or you have to hit it.
Nose are just high.
Okay.
Just a shade high side, and that's almost where the broom is. They're planning on about a 1/2 inch of curl, 3/4 of an inch of curl here.
Rachel Homan, her first. Run it back.
Nice sweep. Nice see you, Griff. Good to see you, buddy.
You talked about pitchers and catchers earlier, Vic. It's almost like the person calling the line for Rachel has to have a great understanding of that throw, because on release, she's so close to looking narrow. The tendency is to panic, but she just throws it that way. She sets a little bit back out, understands perfectly how much it's going to curl, which is, as you say, almost nothing. But Emma has to be on the same page with that one.
Yeah, perfect.
Back 4. You're playing together forever. Emma knows what's going to happen on the way down. One last chance to score the 2 here.
Really short.
Trying to get it partly buried back 4 foot.
Do you want to be shot? Pardon? Do you care if you're shot? I think we want to be. You do? Okay.
It's a good question from Gina to get more separation and make a run back harder. You could take this one deeper in the house. That does mean that Rachel could find a way to sit 2 and make it hard for you to get your deuce that way. So a good conversation.
You should be there. Back 4. Felt good. You got room. Just bite the back 4.
Kelly Scott, her first,
Lines
needing
real
1 to
good.
tie, and she does have the last rock.
Room still. Got some room. Bite the back 4. Yeah. Line's great, guys. Line's perfect.
Oh, what a great shot.
It's perfect. Yep. Yep. Go. Go, 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 go. Good.
Now a corner sticking out.
Shoot.
She had to go a little deeper yet, ideally, but still a good try. Great effort.
Nice shot.
Nice. I thought it was going to be a little deeper.
Yeah.
Take your time.
They were just nervous.
Look at the ice in this situation.
Okay.
This runs dead straight. She's missed it. Vic actually has to back up a little bit.
I love the comment. I think it was Lisa at the hack end, because you're throwing big weight. It's a chance to make sure there isn't a 2 set up, and a little bit of rushing can occur, and just take your time. Great comment.
So the final stone for Ontario.
Yeah.
Trying to run this back.
Clean. Yeah.
Get the BC stone.
Clean.
Give them a chance, probably, to tie it. And that's what they'll do.
She didn't fall out as much. She must have known she did something to it.
Yeah, let's go.
Didn't go out as much as I thought it would.
Considering the drawing ability of Kelly Scott here, Russ, there's no even thought of playing the hit on this. You just draw.
I think you would think about it. I think
Really?
it's
Okay.
I think there's probably a 90% chance she's going to make either one of these. But she did just throw the draw. The hit's pretty simple too, because especially with the rock, is you can roll a long way in either direction.
And there's no other stone to outcount, so you don't have to worry about being in a particular spot. So both would be fine.
So 8 foot is what she needs, full 8 to tie, force an extra.
Line's
So
good.
a little hot out of her hand, says the front end of Sarah Wozni and Sasha Carter.
Line's good.
They haven't put a brush to it, just
What
a
do you
little
got,
dust
guys?
to make sure it doesn't catch.
Okay, whoa.
Full 8 is what she needs.
Looks pretty good.
Should slow down coming in here.
Pretty good. Pretty good. And now very good. Stops, center line, back 8. Single point, BC to tie it. Ontario looking to remain undefeated. Will have the last rock in an extra.
The 2013 Scotties Tournament of Hearts is brought to you by Scotties Sponge Towels, Purex, and Cashmere. Proud to support the exceptional women of the Scotties Tournament of Hearts.
Curling is such a big thing in Saskatchewan. Everyone kind of knows what's going on in curling, and it's amazing and exuberating, and it's just beyond words how much support we've been getting. We're over the moon. It's been a lifelong dream for Kara and I for sure, and we just are so excited and kind of can't believe that it's happened. Playing in Scotties has been my lifelong dream, and it's now been crossed off my bucket list.
And tonight we will see Jill Shumay coming in with a record of 3-0 against Suzanne Burt, and PEI. Make a note of the time, 7:30 Eastern Time. Let's find out now how she does here, Kathy. And against Alberta in a 6-6 tie. Alberta sitting one back 4. They just threw up that center guard, right?
Well, they did, and I think that for Alberta, they would have far preferred it to be about 6 inches, 8 inches over it, over curled. And so that gives the path to the Hearts, but she still has to make a great draw.
The Saskatchewan champion from the Maidstone Curling Club. In northwest Saskatchewan, northwest of Saskatoon, up towards Lloydminster. And how's that? That will make it 4 straight wins. Saskatchewan make the final 7-6. Jill Shumate, Kara Johnston, Taryn Holtby, and Janae Airy. And as mentioned, we will see them tonight against PEI at 7:30 Eastern Time. From here in Kingston and the K-Rock Center, Ontario and BC going to an extra end. So what have we seen here? Well, today, 4 teams coming into the draw with 3 straight wins. And so far, Team Canada and Manitoba and Saskatchewan have all won to go 4-0. And now Ontario looks to go 4-0, and they do have the last rock playing the Redstones here in the extra.
And have I mentioned how I love the fact that Rachel Holman plays the split and plays it frequently? They've made the first one this end. This one's curling more than the first one did.
Could put the yellow in the rings.
Which is not really a big deal.
Okay, Lisa.
I just love the fact that they play it so much that when you get to the 10th end or the extra end, when you absolutely need it, Lisa in this case is used to playing it, is not concerned about playing it, and they make a lot of them.
We should get kind of in line, so around it. Like around it.
Yeah.
You'd love to have a center guard, but the BC teams have been around long enough to know that if you throw it on the center, that would be an angle double opportunity for the young Ontario hitters. So they're going to go around this and try to line the 2 Reds up.
2. Gotta go for 3. Yep.
Hey, keep
I want this to be a tight guard so they get it by the red one.
Tuck it around, keep it coming, keep it bending, finish it. Finish it, all you get now, finish it. Go, 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 line straight. Go, 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 hard, go, 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 go.
Nice one, good shot.
Great job of lining them up, making the double peel tougher.
About half.
And hit your own red rock, you might as well hit it towards the yellow that's in the rings.
Still going out. It's coming back a little. Come up. Okay, sorry, Alan. Right out.
Really nicely done. It's a little thing, but if Rachel had to hit against 2 because of that rock, she rolls out and loses the game, so eliminates another threat.
Yep. No.
Yeah, line it up, guys. Hard line.
5.
Really gotta go line. Really hard. Line's good. You got some room. Keep it coming. Far as it'll go. Keep it coming. Line's great. Go, go, go. Far as you can get it. Go, go, go. Hard every inch. Go, go, go. Keep it coming. Go, 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 go. Good action, guys.
Wozni
Nice
and Schrader dragging that for its life down to the top 8.
And the problem is it's closer to that guard, and you have a little fear when you're BC playing these come-arounds and trying not to set up doubles. You need lots of distance between the 2 rocks to get some chance for a miss from this Ontario team.
Clean. Yep. Whoa. More weight. No, it's gotta curl. Roll it hard.
Ooh, runs it by that much. Boy.
Right in front, 2.5.
How'd you curl?
Yeah.
Weight's the same.
Same. Yeah.
Oh, so close to just touching it. BC will try and play a guard. Pretty good distance out in front.
Line's good. Okay, just a two.
So guarding the shot stone, but just leaving it a little higher.
Yeah, I need that, as Linda says, that last one was close enough that slightly off center might have got them both going away, just missed it. So.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, little.
Line's the most important thing, but you'd love to have separation. This is well thrown.
Way to go.
Good. Good.
It's the only game left on this Monday afternoon of Family Day here in Ontario at the K-Rock Centre.
Yep. Yeah. Hold the line, go. Nice throw. Keep that throw.
For Kelly, the come around that was in the house is only in the 8-foot, so it changes things a little bit as we get into her stone. So thinking about what she wants to do. If the come around had been buried and in the 4-foot, we'd be thinking probably guards for the rest of the end. But it'll be interesting to see after Gina plays this guard, and probably Kelly would play one too, what they would choose for their last.
Yeah. Line is curling, just to clean. That's it. Line's good. Just. No, you're good. You're good.
Those
Way to go.
look simple,
Good
but well thrown again.
Good throw.
Okay.
Good.
Now what? One more?
Looking over the head of Ontario coach Earl Morris and their fifth player Stephanie Ledrew.
Clean.
It's that type of game at this point where it's almost inevitable, right? You just keep coming in, you keep guarding it, you keep peeling it, and eventually you come down to final stone for BC, and her last one, what, will be another guard? And then it'll be left to draw? What will happen?
No, the guard wouldn't be guarding a rock good enough in the house. We know Rachel can make draws as well as she can make hits, so they have to improve it somehow, either draw around it or raise it up. Now that won't happen on this one, that'll happen on the last.
Got like 2?
3. 2.5.
Okay. Line's good. You might have to bring it a bit, guys.
Your line's pretty good. Can you clean?
2.5.
Clean. Yeah.
No, it'll get there.
Good over curl, if anything.
Okay, nice shot.
Great throw. Good. 16-6.
Well, just a little bit. Leaves the corner.
I know Rachel Holman, she might take this one on. The double peel is there.
Yeah, it's not the one in the house you have to worry about, but they would love to get them both. And there is now a little angle. They are not one in front of the other.
I don't think it'll fall touching the center line. It's up to you, though.
No, I don't think so either.
If you hit the back one and rolled out, this rock is too good. It's in too good a spot, and Kelly would come down with a rock that could be in an even better position. So the danger rock is the one that was just thrown by Kelly, but there is a slight angle here with a well-thrown bullet. The double's there, and you would roll far enough away, Linda. I think you'd be definitely out of the 4-foot strip.
Tap back or something. Like we kind of saw Sasha's line. It's covered in it.
Whoa, close. Yep. Whoa, whoa.
Terrific game for Rachel Holman. This is her first. Easy to come up to the nose, run it back, and then she jammed it, stuffed it. And it spills center line, top 8, and what's worse is the shooter stays right there.
That was the worst.
I was shocked she took that turn. I thought she was playing the out turn, floating it back with her normal out turn, and you get more action. You don't get any action when you're hitting into a rock like that.
Wow.
Who's down? Well, you let it go on the center. You let it go inside. They called the timeout, eh? Yeah.
I think you were less. Yeah, you're right in there.
So timeout has been called by
I don't mind that same
BC.
Same path.
Save some time.
Even like, yeah. Just call it to pick our prize.
Sorry?
That terrible either, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I like that.
Okay.
You like that same track, hey?
I think so.
Yeah.
You couldn't ask for anything better because this is where she drew a 9 to save the end. She's got the same path. The rocks are staggered a bit.
Guys.
Yeah.
Lots of room to get by.
Now, if you're curious, we've heard that squeaking before, but it happens to be just on the, where the wood has, and the runners, where the wood is on the ice. That's the squeaking sound.
Great opportunity. When you look at the positioning of the two rocks she can draw behind, you can get to the button. Top button would be beautiful.
You can wait a little.
You let it work.
Final stone for BC
Line's
and
real good.
Line's nice.
Kelly Scott coming in with a record of 2-1.
Room.
It's a
Line's
big
real
game
good.
for
It's real
BC
good. Really
already,
big.
just
Still
on
good
day
room.
3.
Drilling big.
Button.
Easy,
Go.
not too deep, not too deep.
Oh, is this any good?
And she'll wrap it around to the button.
Yeah, second hole.
Good throw.
Nice judging. Way to go, Seth. Line's real good. It's real good.
I love the big rotation, Linda. When you're brushing a rock that's spinning this much, you know it's going to glide, and you can be a little bit more patient with the sweep. Let it curl as much as they could.
So I mentioned how big this game is for BC because the other 3 teams at 3-0 have gone to 4. If Ontario should win this, 4 teams would then be at 4, and BC would be 2 games back already in the loss column. So this is a huge game for BC to bring Ontario back and hand them their first loss. Final stone on the way here in an extra of an 8-8 tie.
Never.
Sitting 2. BC
Stay
1
close.
right on the lid.
Close.
Nothing
No.
yet from
Lean in.
Treviasic.
Yeah.
Nothing yet from Riga. Now, here they go. Miscue calling them on. Trying to drag it. Gotta get it by. Tap it back and sit. What a shot for the win. 4 in a row. Ontario and Rachel Homan. Acknowledging the crowd on a terrific win. 4 in a row here. Coach Earl Morris, his team have now won 28 straight games through their playdowns and provincials. They're from up the road in Ottawa, but they are the home team here in Kingston. So there it is. After just 6 draws, look what we've got already. These 4 teams, Team Canada, Manitoba, Saskatchewan, and Ontario, already 2 games clear of BC, Quebec, and New Brunswick. And we still have 3 looking for their first wins. What a game. So just a reminder, we're back with you at 7:30 Eastern Time. Our featured game will be Prince Edward Island against Saskatchewan. So till then, on behalf of everyone, thank you for joining us. The Scotties Tournament of Hearts is on Canada's sports leader,